beboa. Ndi say yem yenjine bia ajatum so ba beboa. And we hope that this time around and all best. I think everything should change around the team.
Nana say you qualify na World Cup bi and the ABC sa. I say qualify. You qualify na World Cup bi. Na ye 4 months atreman omo manager Eric Alagidede ono so dey some up to just say o say to was too much. Ye bo AFCON qualifiers we na ko say sack no esan say was sandodo. Yenti Eric Alagidede.
We still have a goalkeeping problem. A goalkeeping problem. Jojo wala koti uprabai or near papa. To be frank, I think say it is. Yeah, them fa. Coaching problem no come because me ona wo shise players no dey on Bejina Park no so. It's on Bejina Park no so na say ball no mo ntimi amboa. Yentimi you free. Yentimi you free. And then I make say me my take on Dwaboase is that Otto should have been sacked. That has been my take all along. But in the wisdom we can't do much. Watna. But you see, the funny thing is that technical advisor you or apply a human debut. Yeah, I'm fine, man. But a technical advisor.
In Canada, and also with Shafa or no obe apply say and also a head coach and man of blasters now so man from that dainty and you see no more fana ba essence o Tuado was too much and you know Eric Alagide no so den some carry no we no and the two as says you see no eba blasters are goalkeepers no o nyina hwie eba mumin wasan atizigi wasan omo nyina asan jojo wala cause nso no okọ na injury buy no ozo odon nso no isi adan kwaso ntino oso abukọ palma you say Zion bi wo ho abrante no osina kan de ma Japan osan so ye Ghana ni ntino mo kofa ne ba eboboa ye goalkeeping side no
goalkeeping problem. Jojo wala koti uprabai or near papa ati is always conceding manafi on and off. Japan for no obo players be me ensa bi me ni alata for omo inchi free alata na Suzuki echi Ghana ono ye Palmer number 1 Syria is a fantastic goalkeeper. I think say FNO initiate nkomodia on betimi the number because we had the number of games awaba Japan na still eligible so betimi aba bedago no amaye.
Manager Eric Alagide enka na yetia no yemfi efia na yankwam no nhwe na etumi ekoso ewo UEFA Champions League no ndra as mu ye de ye Paris Saint-Germain sisia no former team no kita no ebe din so betumi ashom sanso na FC Barcelona omusom form na no ye din ye pa results etumi ekoso ndra no say the city Barcelona etina afie echi Benfica eboma ekamensa Benfica etumi etimu back aggregate no 4-1 in favor of FC Barcelona sanso na Liverpool enso etina afie ma Paris Saint-Germain eboma eka back a omantumi anti-B and also aggregate no etumi 1-1 penalties no na Liverpool say 2 penalties na Paris Saint-Germain and so share penalties and naya omantumi qualify the next stage of the competition. Inter Milan and so etina afie final eboma eka menu a omutumi etimu back aggregate no 4-1 in favor of Inter Milan by 0-4 Leverkusen and so etina afie ama Bayern Munich eboma eka menu a omentumi anti-B aggregate na and also 5-0 in favor of Bayern Munich and so wana unim say PSG Liverpool game na course no eno and a president edim Paris Saint-Germain Nasser Khelaïfi and also the same kakra etudwa efa gamer and drive to me course no yente sama PSG president ekai.
It's one of the best, if not the best, to be honest, because Anfield to win against Liverpool, the best club today in Europe, and they finished first in the group stage, and the Premier League leader. I think it's something very, very special, honestly. For the last 13, 14 years, we've been building the club, building the brand of the club too. So each period was really important for the history of the club, for our project. Today, of course, today with last 2 years and especially, to be honest, this season is the theme. The star is the theme, as everyone repeating it, the coach, the players, and amazing. I mean, if you tell me who's the best players today, I don't know, all of them.
Some man say Khelaïfi no so ni somebody atujano o see PSG team no, this is the team. team way and on between IBB our UEFA Champions League next answer o makofa Messi Neymar Mbappe Sergio Ramos mu nyina bomu nyina ntumi anyehwe it was team way Dembele Bakola Kvaratskhelia ane Vitinha mu no between IBB ewo UEFA Champions League mu e de ama Paris Saint-Germain yeka Paris Saint-Germain and sensem no endra after the game no ekowie no na ehun say Van Dijk oni PSG mpenifo enso etumi ejina ho ni nyina no eba Van Dijk sisi ano contract dey we this year and I say June 30th and the contract our Liverpool no ebewu nti I say Abrante no o hwe say obetumi akọ different team enso ho entendra yehun say Luis Campos any Nasser Kelafi omo ne Van Dijk ejina wa omo to ma no sa omo kan nsem ye hwe nim say nsem a ekọ so bia na after the season no Van Dijk enso etumi ewrem enso ewo Paris Saint-Germain akache ye be sorry so na ebe sorry so no yenko Manchester United ho no sisi ano stadium Manchester United esi no enya grow iba UK ho na that screen no so mbehu Manchester United on new stadium bra Kwame Sesre afraid on Bessi team no afraid on Bessi stadium no we 100,000 capacity seater stadium
ya dikensi we
3 musi na isi ano land na omuri Bessi nkra mu yiye
it say omusi we are say
na be here
wow
100 seater about the biggest stadium in United Kingdom.
But I think it's a good example.
Yes.
Your team say what?
Yes.
Ghana.
Yes.
I mean Korokone. Kotoko team say what best in the stadium. House of folk team say what best was in the stadium. Hazaka say
obo boy division 3.
What when you na yes on best stadium. So I mean Abrofo
yeah.
Omu stadium dada.
Yes.
Where you from
one. We say Everton this year yana Everton so omu stadium. And so stadium we're on 5 years. Say within 5 years by 2030. Latest by 2031. Yes, no more stadium no. And so stadium is room 2 billion pounds.
2 billion pounds. What about Ghana?
Yes. Sergeant Radcliffe or say Bano stadium way there. Back and so we and some because Manchester United fans no obi assess PSS mu say wa finishing the near Japan say Man U for AC New Stadium and so the UK ho no o say the ensem ni sia na bra Kwame Dwaboase so the my producers Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch and Akojo for fan the so amri ensem no brem di no ebo tela Dwaboase eto aso di amaye
ebo ade a ye ba be ne say ye ba be church budget ni mu ensem a eno Dr. Kasiela to Forsen epoto brofo de tudwa ewo Ghana mrashe bedwefie no ye bebia mu acheche mu ye na fe so emu pense mu ahodo no ye de abremo enko ba bia ma fidie ni na TVSYZ and a power 97.9 wenya yampia to enchirechire mu ene ye de ba ye ba
Mesi menana no aguru basa abi bro tibedu himle no na ma premaye hojo.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye di agro na yesa eduru mre bi kra na me ba no timide omo be gumi so weekend no.
Hey, memre
I don't think I'm catcher o say. Ya no medi garlic capsules. Poso nyina e be sisi so kama. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Oh, na te pa dia.
Moses garlic capsules. Boa mamoja di nipadua ni mu afurusani yi na esiesie oba ne barima ma hona wodin. Ubinya edoi bi ato omanyi mu pharmacy store frey wo 050 349 4885. Eduro yi enye mamofra enye ndi mfie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Moses ni how FDA ajije di nkra to yi ato.
Mfitiasie no me kunu eware wo odro ene asujie kunso yawo wie na chino me kwachu ba hotel pa pebe se be sepeyo What? A team for so crown on my yay.
Pure Nakuponso.
A cobanesan, Mekunu Antinasi.
A drop of Wajo and the Ebek SM Bitters. Why? Any Gia Befi. We number the Bible. Edek SM Bitters. Timase Mamami. So I want any gentleman you pay here. Not so whoopum a good day at the Akona. Naye come for Edek SM Bitters. Mrs. What all your million, Monomeno, up for one time. Edek SM Bitters. Where the
Oba wafa yefunu ene oba omaniba enufu enumbi wo ye bema na wonye 18 na wontumi enum FDA adi edwadie nkatoi
SHS 1213 admissions have started at St. Andrews Senior High School, and I have good news. Have you finished PEC and not been placed in a school of your choice? Do you want to rewrite your WASI? Have you been posted far from home? Have you been placed in a day school but you prefer a boarding school? Or you have not been placed at all? Don't worry, just hear me out. Your best bet is St. Andrews Senior High School, a grade A SHS with excellent facility and a wonderful teaching and learning atmosphere. We offer general art, business, home economics, agric science, general science, and visual art. We are located at Accra, Asinfosu, New Edibiase, Dukwa Ofin, Takradi Shama, Mankasim, and Seshi Asawenso. St. Andrews Senior High School. We are always in the lead.
What fish summary with Noe, and no man who say I can was and who cast up a packet see no baha, none and Nasa Tataya, or Casano didn't Sacatano. But we are doing since Papa. Matilda Mocanina, Spanish garlic mixture, and then the capsules at aroma, and I'm a pomodressa. Wow, why a nice and Casa, Spanish garlic mixture, and then the capsules. And your mama, you come apart. A bomb budget dear for Sunday will be Pedriano. Now a breast as a bro, I want to chew hypertension, a tick or a sauce, will be a charge of 10 temper. Gas is young. A macra, a mania movement of future crumina, a torch, who broke the water again, Afrin and Hoyan. Anti as the Spanish Jimpo capsules, Hana. Spanish Jimpo, and with the Yanura, watch free, Jimpo Biloba, and soya oil, and my wife Jomusudaho. Martin says, I anti-aging, and I'm good retentive memory. Now you're only Henny. Antec Herbal Center for, and then pharmacies, chemical herbal shops, and ransom of 0266 11 41 11. A painful about more money for them, because they would infuse me and come. FDA. Aji ejedi ekratoi atum ha hata odi asa mnuko paso baba ni yake nesa wo yale ni ko duma wo ye ni ti 90 minutes at my friend doctor start wona kwaso baba na for so wo busu wani yes malaria oh what is it router the copy diabetes a drone a friend router mix ye come malaria drua and running router so Gaftra and the draw crew abaso body ase wabo router mixer abaso router natural products nwana ne router mixer there the router a treat router tonic and the router life wa who e finish na the body e fin pediem na support immune system router there obi ase FDA age dwede nkrato ya tu.
TVXYZ so live TVXYZ Ghana face so power 979 XYZ broadcasted on YouTube baby I will be a triple video baby I do no yenchire mu ye kan wasanti twi mu ama obi ati ase brofa kase na Dr. Kasiela to force betu tugu ho ene ni nsunsuanso wo yasetena mu wo my Ghana no kura ba ko kan ye no echinije bia ni hu ene se o my Ghana dakam na kana ye dem no nyase bia ye de daba ako na ebe be ye be your mind Africa. In fact nia ehu kura ne se aban dada no ne nhihye bia woni wo ma ye de wo moka ekoye na ekansi esi adwumadie bi course no aganya hweye ene nyame nyanza mu a anka 2027 and 2028 yesika bi ebenya bia no eka ne ade betua eka kase mu pa na omupia yakọ nanso eno Dr. Kasiel ato force hwe Ghana fo anim eka ne pain se wabra ye kwa yanim no die wo mo ebe fixe wo mo ba fixe no eye kwan be so ma me fa nra allocation wo PSA wa obrempon wa ha say healthcare and as NHIS free primary healthcare Mahama cares no no abino de 9.93 billion Ghana cedis enebechem and PSA ne obrempon nia e wo so mu hunu ne se ne e bo nondu pepepa honorable Minkah Kando health minister wo mo be adwumadie kase bi na sa adwumadie no wo bu gina so e de apa Mahama cares no e ho ntoma e de ache Ghana for eti Mahama cares no after adwumadie no na sase mu an yewura no but abine de 9.93 billion in ewura safa no after district assemblies common fund 7.51 billion Ghana cedis education free SHS no fee stress no and after so sanitary parts ye de be mayo no aban
sanitary parts near 292.4 million
oka no ma ya mabrobru su nyina bomwa sika ya allocate 4.29 billion Ghana cedis beba sanitary pad na wose say na ban de ko
no 292.4 million Ghana cedis and no de ko sanitary pad se be ya
no de shem
ma no ye nuanom nketo no obi wa Kwame se watch ade wo
ye be ban cheche mu ni no
ekura se
ye be bem about social protection livelihood empowerment against poverty school feeding capitation grant na 2.89 billion Ghana cedis road fund CSCS kwan ya kwan PSA ne obrempon 2.81 billion Ghana cedis and abino and shemu agriculture and economic transformation said they see yedika boss no 1.50 billion Ghana cedis and abino and
yata no
about disaster management sa atorienchama ba atorienchama si epubu efu wabawura keta ne framantem yabi akoso modam ensu ato asen kofo no sika ban no eyato ho 442.5 million Ghana cedis and here support for disaster victims zakoso money tidal
waves no
the abesere kwana so
no aban eseda allocate sika purposely for more ye bie dam na account in the budget
exactly the point now national apprenticeship 300 million Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
And I buy no edeko. National apprenticeship ni ade.
National apprenticeship program ni say okwa obi owa okọ technical school. Baby owe na wantoaso obi ko school du JHS wantoaso ebi opese osua de pam obi pese osua plumbing obi pese osua electrician adwuma eno na Ghana aban ka ne yewura John Dramani mama e ka se Ghana for dom no eto abama na te se ne yato abama ne ya yenuanom nkuma na o matena fi free SHS o mantumi ankobi but wo mo kondo so mbesua de pam 3 year ene sa ne manema na aban be ka wo nyina agum obe register wo district level ene bia o local level na fe ya hwe ahunu se okay Kwame Minkah so pam ade wa ha se ya o ya ade pa kromo obi anim se Kwame ya ade eti ye de enkola ebrew ebia 5 ene se ompese omusua de pam eti chiramo ade pam no yenye betua etrensa no e de ama aban betua
etrensa no
aban
betua no ne 300 million
good ena se uwie nso a na aban e se ade pam na ya tom machine ama na ya settle up na no so de akwakoye
it is no money nyina ya disika na 300 million and aban ne de to e de aye sajumari national apprenticeship program afei e ba Ghana gold board same jamfini honorable atofo so ma ye ho adwuma pa na eno no womo de 279 million Ghana cedis and bedi omujuma gold board no omo na beto gold no
yes Ghana gold
omo kwan na mbara no ebe mo kwan se ye to gold na omo no betima to
se na ebe ya se ye de gold de free Ghana ha ekọ amanone a ye betumi ahunu se okay you gold no no dodoro say enie aban so mfa so obenya free so ana se to eda ho aban benya so mfa so no eno so nie because over the years no amafo eko baby a small scale mine eko to gold no basa behwe na India for ebi di bia hye omo mpabu mu na behwe wo mo de ko aban enya ho to bia this is to sanitize the system ebetumi aboa se na be ya wo mo etu gold no wo mo tu wi a wo mo nim baby wo mo de ko te se koko ya e wo hoi BBC ɛna ɛtɔ
that's right
ɛna yɛwɔ other companies nti aban ɛna ama ɔmo saa tumi no sɛ yɛntɔ nti I think sɛ saa sanity ni bi na ɔmpɛ sɛ ɛba saa sector hɔ a ɛno nti no wɔn ɛba bɛyɛ gold board no so I think going forward no ɛbɛtumi aboa ma government ɛbɛhu ne revenue a obɛnya ɛwɔ saa sector num saa sector na mostly no akɔyɛ some kind of informal sector no
ɛhɔ no mete sɛ ɔmo I mean amanfo a no mo pɛnsɛmpɛnsɛ saa nsɛm no mu ɛkyerɛ sɛ wanhwɛ a ɛbɛboa ma galamsey akɔsoro pa mɛnyia no ɔno aboafo ba mebusa na saa asɛm no sɛ nano yie wɔ saa asɛm no ho ɛyɛ deɛ but national coders program no ɛno no abɛɛfo tentamfidie abɛɛfo kwan so a yɛfa so yɛ nneɛma soronko no a aban no de saa nhyehyɛ no aba no aban no sɛ wɔde 100 million ɛna ɛbɛhyɛ saa adwumadi no saa adwumadi no ɛdeɛ kora na ɛtumi firi mu ba
Kwame nneɛma bebree tumi firi mu ba sɛ yɛka biribi te sɛ web design ɛyɛ wopɛ website ne adeɛ Kwame sika wɔ mu yie paa
creative apps
yes creative apps the adwuma on internet no so digital platforms bebree ni ade no ɛyɛ adwuma kɛseɛ paa sɛ ɛhɔ na sɛ a wɔhwɛ kra ewiase no ɛne yes enti sɛ yɛ asa allocation kɛseɛ wi ababɛda wi hwɛ mabunu a wɔn ba bɛnya saa entitiɛ
na 100 million nso
Kwame
was because social Kwame yɛka 1 million Ghana cedis kra ɛno no ɛnyɛ sika ketewa but ne ma ne yɛ dane sɛ Ghana ha sɛ yɛwɔ nkrɔfo bi a wɔn matuma yere wɔn ho kakra a wɔn asua abɛɛfo ntentafidie ni ɛho dwumadie obi te Ghana ha na watuma create app anase interface bi a obi ɛde tɔn ɛyɛ adeɛ ɛwɔ abroche sɛ ɔhwɛ amansa dwadie na ɛne obi te Ghana ha ɔnkɔ China but na wa order ne nneɛma nyinaa ɛbɛba na pɛpɛpɛpɛpɛ eti company bi wɔ ɛyɛ abroche a sɛ Ghana yɛtumi train saa coders a ɛbɛwie no ɔte Ghana ha na watumi ayɛ payment platform bi a company bi wɔ abroche na watɔ na ɔde tɔn na deɛ nti wo internet so no ɔtɔ a na ɔde momo atua ka obosi akɔ nipa kɔ account mu na afei wagye dollars ɛde agu ne bottom so ɔte Ghana ha sɛ nti I think sɛ ɛno bɛma Ghana for yɛayɛ competitive because ewiase na sɛ de aba ne de baabi a movie kɔ ne deɛ ɛhɔ ne nam
assembly members some allowances no so aban asisia susu wayɛ ho budget a wayɛ 100 million Ghana cedis women's development bank honorable afo ahoma no so minority for ne class media fa sika no mo de ba behwem sɛ sika no so emiti the minimal capital requirement no minim na no yɛ ɔwɔ sasa no ho be che bia betene nka women's development bank yɛma esika kura bia yi aban de 51.3 million ɛna ɛhyase yɛnkɔ ahoma no so na yɛmfa honorable Eric Afo Emra enkomoni ha wo me baba woni ahoma no so
em se
wonya ba fia
wonya bedru fia ha se enti no enche o ba betena se
ye be ba no nche na ye ne na di nkoba ba ye ntie eye honorable Dr. Kasiel Atoforsen wo afidie bi anka aban no esum e de ama eye mahama aban no e be ka hodo a e wo se Ghana aban etua also mo ye nkansiesie enkuta hodie bi emire bi
debt restructuring
that's right etu omo yes that debt restructuring no former administration no in such a way say 2027 and 2028 no e kana e was ye tua no e beye sika kase pa then so Dr. Kasiel Atoforsen Ghana for anim e che say o mba fix it Kwame so mba fix it yentie nai
in the next 4 years will be made to call upon to pay $8.7 billion US dollars representing 10.9 billion 10.9% of GDP, with heavy concentration again in the year 2027 and 2028. Again, Mr. Speaker, 55% of this external debt service will be due in the year 2027 and 2028. Right Honorable Speaker, in the year 2027, we'll be made to pay $2.5 billion US dollars, and 2028, we'll have to again pay $2.4 billion US dollars. Right Honorable Speaker, it seems the debt restructuring undertaken by the previous administration was designed to make 2027 and 2028 debt repayment heavy. Sadly, Mr. Speaker, I don't know how come we sat and allowed that design to happen. Mr. Speaker, that is cancerous, but I can assure you we will fix it.
A cancerous and so much fix it. Asama Dr. Kasiel Atoforsen a kind no honorable Eric Afo, a Memphis West, Mrachebeni, Ufia Saint Chibiabetenka. But quickly, yentie a tuono once a tuono, ye through and no the Anija pa aba man mu ha betting toɔ no ɛne momo toɔ no ɛne ngusie kumo toɔ no ɛne baako bi ɛda sika kɔkɔɔ yi so yi ɛna ɔmo frɛ ne sɛn deɛ ɛda sika kɔkɔɔ no soɔ no ne nyinaa no ɔmo ayi deɛ firi hɔ a ɛde ani gye paa aba yɛntie honourable Dr. Kasela to force wabra na wɔkyerɛkyerɛ to ahodoɔ a yɛhwɛ firi Ghanafoɔ so ɛne baabi a ɔbɛkɔ akɔpɛ sika afiri ɛde abɛhyɛ saa tokuro no a abɛda hɔ no anan mu tie no.
Mr. Speaker, I now take you to the revenue measures. Mr. Speaker, in proposing some revenue measures to achieve the 2025 fiscal target for your consideration, I'll first take you to the IMF requirement. Mr. Speaker, this measure is inconsistent with our commitment under the IMF-supported program to observe a non-oil tax revenue effort of 0.6% point of GDP annually as part of the measures to improve domestic revenue mobilization and achieve our debt sustainability target over the medium term. Right, Honourable Speaker, despite our commitment to increase the non-oil tax revenue by 0.6%, we have programmed the following nuisance taxes for removal in line with our manifesto promise. Mr. Speaker, we will abolish the 10% withholding tax on winning from lottery, otherwise known as the betting tax. Mr. Speaker, we will abolish the electronic transfer levy, e-levy of 1%. Mr. Speaker, we will abolish the 10% withholding tax on betting. We will abolish the electronic transfer levy, e-levy of 1%. We will abolish the emission levy, otherwise as a resale tax. We will abolish the VAT on motor vehicle insurance policy. Mr. Speaker, we will abolish the 1.5% withholding tax on unprocessed gold by small-scale miners. Mr. Speaker, the removal of these taxes will ease the burden on households and improve their disposable income. Right, Honourable Speaker, the removal of these taxes will ease the burden on households and improve their disposable incomes. In addition, it will support business growth and improve tax compliance.
Honourable Dr. Kasela to force and I'll tell you, now her said here, Namra for no any aje. Honourable ha, Wuni dear, don't wanna, but quick one, just quick one on a year, a Canada diasono. Any obligations I was here betriano. Honorable to force it a revelation. We say I bind that down. A back contractors in Guana would ya 67.5 billion eka editor. It contractors are yen to Bocano. Yakasi yes here 67.5 billion and ye gathered to contractors and the suppliers as them and ye can say and Honorable Dr. Kasela to force and the two guy in Tino.
Right, Honourable Speaker, in addition to the 67.5 billion cedis in arrest, the validation process also revealed that MDs have awarded contract to the tune of a minimum 194 billion Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, this amount represents 16.5% of GDP as at the end of 2024, with the road sector again alone accounting for 100 billion Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, most of these contractors and most of these contracts were awarded without commencement certificate and authorization. Mr. Speaker, this is in blatant violation of the Public Financial Management Act 921. Right, Honourable Speaker, let me now update you on our debt service obligations. Mr. Speaker, apart from the huge arrests and commitment, our fiscal situation is further complicated by huge bullet debt service and constrained fiscal financing options.
Canada, ama yesika sem why thing. That's the truth. But reality is also present in mind and say, Wabra ya dam na donko yimu kra no. Kwan ahodo a ye fa so edinya sika bo man no ho bra no. Eno ano mbe fa so e de bo man no ho bra. For instance, momoto yi ni covid to ne ho kro no ba ya ye say ye fru na amanfo say eh na mo kofa sika free abenyo mark mu nyina ka asem no. In fact ba appointment committee dwumadie na rese de no wo si tata ye nominees no ebise mo sansem no eno ho mo aye bae on say wo mo de mo aye no ba wie na no dwom won ka ho asem bio wutie me won ka ho asem bio e mo aye no de bae ne say ni aye de be ba be sha na mu ya de bi o mo friend no tax refund and in fact to be honest with you fibra me chance and twadwuma say di amanyo semachi ndem maintain that
eno tina odrabo ha do say or finance and committee o say economy finance and economic development committee o so ntisika semo to
I'm the chairman
chairman bobu na aba no chairman aba chairman so say free mining community mo eti e ba gold 177 na chairman be chire ni ha
okay very well eti ba remember honorable Erica for enchen amenfi west mrashe bedwani honorable ye mo ache mo akwaba chairman of the economic finance committee
economy and development
committee first day finance and
the onoso abeka that's it
wow okay w ye beba mo committee no ni enti ama restructure normal but on the face of it am for bomb abaso Franklin Kujo akasafa enra budget no ho dodo na ye ni o medidi nkomo bi e bomb abaso say my idea any baby a mode money chire ko pesika besisi no ma bia na emu no amafo anwene ho da se mo betimi de money acho on the face of it no budget no we just say way and a barber solve for my Ghana problem wa bra minority say enye inspire
mamena wasena men chia etifo na hwefo nyina esanka me do one time na mama arrangement ana ma wenyi na aba nti yankoso the mechanic say nyankopon na de NDC aba nyankopon ena ema NDC etumi abetena akonwam nya form government edi ama Ghana for say MPP satena so the next 4 years kadibisi Ghana ha no ibianka me no we befa na madwane e wo Ghana
edintra
minim say eno budget tutie bi
pa
wohwe isikasam how MPPC etoto no e wo Ghana as you speak today a car me no edi according to the budget yesterday 700 million or no dancing and sana 20 million assign 20 billion assign become
okay 700 million
700 billion bese me check no be atiasi 700 billion 20 billion and 6 billion 726 billion
wow
eka edena
eka do my Ghana so ye nyina ye
so se ayabo
wow
emu 60% eye Ghana he ya sika ya jeje Ghana ha ba ya jeje free nkrofo ho then 40% so free amanone 726 billion tama ya de ema MPP 2016 in fact say 7 January 2017
yeah
ekana Ghana ya dingina from Gogisberg time up to anaye 120 billion which if we ma almost 607 billion and MPP aban aji within
the 8-year period wow
enyo onko a other commitment ben no side now can be
to say contractors me suppliers
contractors and suppliers
67.5
billion
wow Ghana cedis
enyo onko a ubaka Ghana Cocoa Board I don't start this. And they got 32 billion.
Wow.
Ghana cedis. Cocoa is almost supply. And the most cocoa is can Jiffy Brucheria the cocoa nuko.
Pepe.
Almost 333,000 metric tons. Yanfanko. A day nim. I say I buy we a better say Ghana cocoa ball. Between a diaco. Road fund. A deca 5.75 billion. Check from your records. Bank of Ghana, Minokase. We hear 53 billion Ghana cedis. Not make action.
Yeah.
A lot. A Kana. You were 194 billion. Road sector alone give me 100 billion. I didn't go for contractors a case. So me can when na ma who say enye NDC ene baye ye bie sanema when na so a otanka onim.
But I know na ama minority for no busa say economy no na say sa to say de mo Kenya e den na nanse mo no Ghana Statistical Service o mo nkontabu mo nsem mo de betu dwa e che say economy no anyini by 5.7%. No so value economy na ususu akaria e gina 1.2 trillion Ghana cedis.
You know something?
I think mo so mo yam project ya mo say e be gini by 4% more baby.
Asem we
let's just say tia by
me pese me cheche ma Ghana for you. GDP growth of 5.7%. Naindra, the finance minister, Ekanya. Or can be your make us a cosmetic, but a respect to small scale mining activities. Okay? Small scale mining activities. Any pushy a course. Because I say 2023. Yes, 3.1.
That's right. Growth
GDP. But small scale mining activities and a pushy call 5.7. And also it is not sustainable. Governor count I Ghana for Abia Nibabi bread. It's not there.
To be fire home to so.
Wow. And more so crano. Oh, as a measure national income of a country. You will never be on ma. It doesn't affect you direct. Okay? Entuma sabiu wasitina mono enkoye direct amount. For example, Segana yutu wa. Yutu wa. Naso GDP it has gone to that level 5.7%. I say most of them yutu nde nebe yamount. Yutu nde nebe yamount. Emona yado ama GDP na kosoro enye tomatoes enye efese nkusuya na ya enye poultry enye etuo wow you understand my boy what you make us so it is not sustainable. Okay, enti the mamimo another question so your project say the GDP will grow not less than 4%.
That's right. And on
not less than 4%. That's English.
And on a minority for say, are they money quiet?
You see, not less than 4%. You know something? Look at the mess that you have caused. Mess, yeah, such a can be here.
Yeah.
To extent said, no can say this here crowd. ADB, NIB, the development bank, a work Ghana, you know, major. The two major development banks, you know, they need capitalization of 2.2 billion. And some of my Jinama now swanga.
Yeah, 2
billion.
I was
Ghana said, addition.
No major now.
Wow. Two major banks, development banks are your. CCI, apart from MPP, financial sector cleanup. Who is come the room?
Catch
30.3 billion.
Here banks now you go
no. And here only 9 billion. Neither in here no. Omaboka 30.3 billion. Okay. So we are come to solve all these problems.
Okay, Chair
Meba, I'm landing.
Okay.
We are come to solve all these problems. We are some economy no to grow at the rate of not less than 4%. What's your day? That was say your day, babe.
But
you see the mechanism. Enya moduma na moye ni bi na baba yo. Mo mama ya dwuma sa yenye. Okay? Mo de kentena so ayen. Abemu de oba you continue what the previous government has done.
That's right.
Which we are doing. We are fixing the economy. Ye ni nyina wi. Ya solve problems in wi. We make sure say the economy will not grow less than 4%. Then I can show you.
No, but Ghana also see assess 5.7 no e was so HF 4.0 and no ana mini you were in team for joy kasa or say mo ba beto 5.7 mo dey call 4 na say that is retrogression. And again, is it to say because illegal mining in some course through ninti by way ba be stop ninti na e beti aba for mana
mama 2 reasons.
Yeah.
First one, any small scale mining activities
yeah.
Na my GDP no echo about 5.7%. Isn't
right.
it?
na galamsey kahwana
Ghana, you can't separate galamsey and the way man MPP run that sector. No, won't you say we galamsey and now we small scale miner. So you're inclusive.
But I
galamsey.
Galamsey and galamsey juma are any legal. It will more mining fashion.
Oh, now we need to Ghana. The Ghana and say, as you speak today, who said even before 2025, who say we a small scale miner are oil licensed. Now with the oil galamsey, they fail to control the system.
It's number 2 Afra.
And that's why the minister said galamsey GDP.
Okay.
You understand my point?
Right.
It was correct to say that. So I've given you 2 reasons. The reason is that 1, galamsey GDP growth. Ethos 2. I'm saying the mess that they have caused, we are come to correct them.
It will not be a non-galamsey GDP.
Yes.
4 point.
Yes.
4.8.
also not less than
4%.
Okay. And not be non-galamsey GDP.
Exactly. So Duma pa ne be yama Ghana for more Don Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, any NDC, any ministers that were power mo. In NDC phone na. That is why Andra who said that the minister was lamenting so much. So here Ghana for more.
Oh, it only happen your mark in your green say ne lamentation part 2.
You can say lament here, it means you are stressing.
Okay. You say no dey
you stressing. You stress on this issue. You understand my point? So what I'm saying is you hear Ghana for in Amwa. So that the mess that they have caused, you have to correct them. Can you within 4 or 8 years, 607 billion. Second way. What's the money? What's the money?
It's a money.
Yes, you're on it. That's why you've come out with a lot of loopholes. Respect to Maya Meka say Sikebi Afabe be a capitalization of the ADB and the rest 30.3 billion. Ajira, you said I bank ye, their bank ye. Is it true? As at now, we need another 10 billion to go into the banking cleanup. You see, so answer your question. All they say is that Omakoso problems, we are solving it. So that after the solution, we're able to grow this country not less than 4%.
All right.
This should clear for us.
Very well. Chair Kwanya Mobe Faso, I maintain a balance between a cash and a sika, Mube here, Edia Boabo, mine bra. Chair said, finance minister dance as a lady. You
see, you can't budget that. And you see a Tracy Canada at home. Sanka no be nanka ne bagi.
Imuma.
Like you drew sectorial demands no na uyi. Minister for Agriculture bejo there.
Yeah.
Said you ever can ho asemi. You say you ever 100 million Ghana cedis.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are my assembly members.
That's right.
Line up. Come and take your money. No.
Clearly.
Your proposal and estimates. Na ekwanya ebafa so a sika ne kan sa ye beye allocation of resources in the country. On the economy no. Economy allocation of resources, a mechanism you use to allocate resources in the country. On the economy. The kind of so sika no ye de be echiche ama ubia sakan bi te said the endra esie ya ye beba so I hope say we figure the figures in enti ya esa ne men nyina. I think this budget is about almost 290 something billion.
That's right. Yeah.
For the real expenditure. You are see a budget to e Ghana ha it's about 230 billion. Right? Am I correct? Good. So you look at deficit of about 43 billion to almost 60 billion. Yeko pesika. Edi aba abe. I think that is where we answer no ebem.
That's right.
Where are you getting the money? We are going to reduce waste in the system.
Yeah.
It is in the budget.
And on the tax refund, Nana.
Tax refund no me baso.
And no crave free.
I'm trying to answer my baso. I say you are bombarding with a lot of things. Tax refund no. You see, yes, say betting tax echo. Yes, e-levy echo. Emission and pollution tax echo. Now small scale mining or more refinery activities no. Tax and that's no also echo. And we're asking say any benyesika e dey room. Even I make a chair say we are going to reduce or not reduce to do away with the waste in the system. But the sikanu ro bia enfam puntu mama ni na ye be yini na every ho.
Yeah.
So sikana ya beji over about 230 billion no na ye ne sika no. Even the Juma Ghana.
Wow.
Mama example. Example ne say you are doing very tax returns. Ghana yenta nye abruche de Juma pa
tax returns no.
Yes. With your bank of file tax and
a refund.
Refund. We can refund.
Okay.
So to me me can say file or returns, tax returns. About to me monsika. Oh, akwe why there pa into mo zanva say sika nzanya den emfama no.
Wow.
Never tax refund. What do you say?
Why
oh, aha.
Wow.
Ebia you didn't keep records. Oh, I could follow tax. Okay, I wish him. Oh, okay. Sa tax with the Ebia refund the tax to the person. Abucha hopa. I'm go for news kakesi. You see, Ghana no percentage ni 6 to 4%.
Okay.
Or tax no. Between 6%. Before 2025, Sikade da says sikanim. Who say yes, GRE pushes says scanning to a special account.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scanner da 16.6 billion.
Wow.
Scanner way.
Between which period? Sizubio. Period base. 16.6 billion. No.
Between 2021 to 2024.
Wow.
16.6 billion. And where is the money?
Okay.
Mr. Appropriation. A kobe bia enye se eko. Ko for cry say yeah omorecha no mo tax ni mo cry no omo anye. Sikana Ghana scan eminu na. Eminu no.
Eminu no yes.
Ebini waste no.
Yes. Waste no. You're going to cut waste. Do you know what you're going to do?
Okay.
What you're going to do is this tax returns, administration. We are reducing the rate from 6% to 4%.
Wow.
Nansa. 4%. 2% no. Within from April up to December, a be my 3.8 billion. Scott be mine no.
More than betting tax.
So let me say betting tax 800 million.
Yeah.
Fibia.
E-levy 1.8 billion.
Yeah.
Enti what is minukra boom say we year free honoma. And drew 3.8 billion now. Tax returns administration.
But me sure say honorable say former finance minister say munya ne bite ne ready me person honorable react na into asem free okra.
So it say emission tax, small scale mining refinery.
Yeah.
Omo taxes ni na udiboma this 3.8 billion is offsetting it. Enyansa. So I'm telling you say
and yes,
we have the brain to let Ghana work again.
Yeah. But about betting tax now, former finance minister say, "Oh man, jeda betting tax no ma in fact anya adwuma da. It is na mo be nyina Ghana for anim ka say, "Mo yi betting tax afruha, onim de mo kika ho."
Assembly wa ye answer.
What dey answer no ho. Na video back na ye prepare say omo ankasa anokasa yi omo ehwo ano no so fata eche na fe yentoa yenkomo no so yenhwe we sisi emesra mo ada.
The minister was trying to be smart. They have reintroduced VAT on non-life insurance with the exception of the motor vehicle insurance. So all other insurance, given that the penetration of the insurance industry is just 1.1%, we are so shocked that the minister will reintroduce VAT on non-life insurance, except motor vehicle insurance. So let us not rejoice over the removal of these taxes, which we expected. What we did not expect was the reintroduction of VAT on insurance. They've also increased the growth and sustainability levy from 1% to 3% for the mining sector, and extended the sunset period from 2025 to 2028. When you heard the minister talking about growth, he said that the growth was influenced by the extractives.
That's a lie.
And so, how can you tax a sector which is giving you growth? The sector that is giving you growth is the sector you want to go and tax. This is not good for industry. This is not good for economic growth, and this is not good for the development of our people. Ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, former finance minister no, but videos are what any dance the P or what say one kasa GR uma penso GR betche sika hodwa omunya free a year betting tax ni GMO and I feel so one kasa nsemo kan ye ene ba omia bo a share say oba obeyi betting tax fro edia dances at the end na koso dada nti yenim de na no
but you know something gentlemen, I think
if from Kwame
I think MPP they should keep quiet.
What they
wow you say ubufu amankasa
I don't know bubu ofumra
neba ubufu amankasa wo kasa kan gwasasa
eh
ube no ubufu a bufu to me kasa na kwam din na tem nyansa bia ni mo na fi no no mini MPP nanka the betness we go back. Look at the mess we have caused this country. They shouldn't add insults to injury. Insults to injury. What's a good digger of water? Because like say, money betting tax that. You see, the youth of this country, they are looking and listening to them.
Yeah.
Because of the mess that you have caused in the economy of this country. Akranya jumanye, owie school onye jumanye. Onye skakra to bottom. Udakucha bet. We are some 10%. Go back say na uni Canada. You have judged the whole thing. say you call GRA ni you call ye be hu sika omwaje so no de boni ache no it boni ache.
That's right. But VAT on insurance what just modia banner and swear.
Where is this stated in the budget? Where is this stated in the budget? Budget no, it was read clearly. Obiati budget no. Sabio so obiya table for crampa say enam radio stations akan radio stations they identity Ghana for ehu enema yesi e pese ye Ghana you can ever say bajiska pastor sade no woman. Where in the budget have you found this? Please, that's what I'm saying. Say ubufu amankasa ubufu amankasa because kasa ube kasa no ano ayeden ahotri.
And then on the your friends say economy a growth no also still omo da so maintain say extractive sector no and enam so ma growth ne ba ya eyeden na wo de to okoto omo so
eto na we hin Ghana for eto na we hin. Where is stated in the budget? You see, we have come to streamline the activities of mining in this country. You see, let me put on records. Say, small scale mining, I'm talking about small scale mining, I'm not talking about Galamsey. Small scale mining contribute 33% of gold mine in this country. Are you aware?
It contributes
33%
wow.
of gold mine in this country.
Wow.
And sana Anglo Gold Ashanti ne go show na de ade no mo de na ba. So any sector sebio etoto na se. More so your minerals commission, small scale mining offices of all over the country abanye budget de ma omo etu omo ka bosome. What is their work? That man somewhere. So and this we have sat down. We have come to streamline the activities of the small scale mining in this country. So that so be yes small scale mining na e be say or yes small scale mining. Obi here illegal mining e be say or illegal mining. By bringing up a lot of
but tax refund a sustainable means of revenue ana.
Tax refund.
Yeah.
Oh yes. But almost this kind of 16.6 billion.
Okay.
They are yet to explain.
Okay.
Maybe we become fairness. Ora no.
Wabra chose that so ave camp na mo year free a year get fund no so no. And edu watch for other players in the education sector. Eboma baso say winning the highest allocation na ye dey education since Ira a year for the Republican dispensation.
You know something? And John Dramani Mahama is a smart president we've ever had in this country. Wouldn't him say free SHS a buy-in? You have not gotten a dedicated funding source.
That's right.
That is why Nkwala Eco School Omusu, Awofo Omusu, a teacher for Omusu, and other stakeholders. Because Yehu Sika Yadiba Beye. And when him say this serious policy, nice policy, I say about parliament for ratification, so that we dedicate a funding source for it, our parliament. Almost all somewhere na they started it. Now we are going to use the GET fund. We are going to uncap the GET fund.
Uncapping as what you're saying.
I would say you were consolidated fund.
Yes.
Ghana Sikenya one year ago. Inti Sika, when find say GET fund, say tax a JJ, a cost special accounts. That accounts no. Na abans okay Sika no meje 20% akoto consolidated fund mu e dey aye ade foforo. Okay? So you can keep 80% and give me 20%. That's the capping. In Dubai, Ghana, most of the funds are capped.
Wow.
Health insurance levy is capped. Road fund is capped. Na de ko school pa. Get fund is capped. Now MPP the Bonipa will get fund. What's up to you loan 1.5 billion US dollars.
Yeah.
Into my skasemne yabasa. So we are saying say if the yam first cano be uncle to consolidated fund mu biem. Get fund, use it. Sasikano yibi fakoye free SHS. Okay, as at yesterday through the statement.
That's right.
Sika say yinya for free SHS 3.5 billion.
Yes. I know representing about 30% increment from 2024 allocation on my year.
Exactly.
Wow.
So now there's going to be a law. Minister, you can say a lot of amendments in most of our enactments in this country.
Yeah.
All these things will be done. So you who say this source of funding we in free SHS.
It was named NDC Niwa.
The next person
and one also did so. Wow.
They make what I say. That's very intelligent move. And you Ebema I say what you are when him say who's that sika or when come count. I know the other. Meaning pa. I guess come come
come on discuss other na come
and you say a teacher for awofo
yeah.
Nyina nim say sika ho. Say get fund there. At least I don't be to be a bit that so.
Sure.
There be any pan or
yeah.
Say headmaster be free aduane wo mo ene wo oil be a so and you get fund by day ebeba. So there will be that kind of happiness in the administration of the free SHS program. Because you're not dedicated funding.
All right. So 145 million Ghana cedis are more a year capitation grant, mano. Enough. I mean, Eddie what first way and so represented 72% increment over 2024. You know.
Nayaro. Say me MP, me call rounds. Me were almost 17 schools, sir. Sabio. Na free financing, school feeding.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are talking about school feeding or
capitation
grant.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You see, capitation grant. I think say still when them say next year it be increasing.
When almost say the highest.
It be increasing.
Wow.
Because there's going to be a research done in most of the schools. When him say Ghana Education Service. Omo any development fund bia. Say teacher ni je ebia osuku dan ho I say
awai chance na
akọ director of education ho.
Yeah.
Say any bra be check we na vakoye. They don't do that. What I say? They don't do that. Omo development fund capital expenditure.
Yeah, they get sad, you know.
They get sad, you know.
Right.
That one what they say. Director BSc school dine. You see, so that's the reason we did all these things.
Okay.
Say umbe to me, abu amam no man giting bi, omo school furniture, maintenance, kakra na dia de with my boy. School bi o ha say bi na population ye infancy bi be 100. Multiplied by the amount.
A year 145 million. No,
I'm talking about per person.
Okay.
Capitation per child.
Per child. Okay.
They do per child.
Okay.
And yes, the school be this nominal amount.
It's no. One head you're saying.
Let me check. I have to check it.
Okay.
You see, so I think school be hard. The number near we are 50, 60. When we go to rural areas.
Yeah.
So multiply by that amount, assuming say a infancy be one CD and 2 CDs.
I think they're 2 cities.
There be 2 CDs near.
Yes, feeding. Yeah, that's true.
Sena in Panobina.
Yeah.
So I think we still need to do that. I think the big push will be able to help this.
How?
The big push is a game changer.
13.8 billion this year.
It's a game changer. And the president has also planned of at least looking for money elsewhere. Elsewhere in baby obenyesika. You see bit ma kosre bit ma bobosia you bet me ajigisika e wo my name e de aye because we share your manifesto man
and I am
it's about you know it's about 10 billion US dollars any agent say they will rather big push e be ya kwan this is kwa dynamic kan wasa e be ye rural electrification because as at now rural electrification is about 86%. 14% of Ghanaians at the Sumu.
But which is better than most of the African countries do.
Yeah. Oh, but we left it as such, and it's still as such.
Maybe I'm just you know.
Yes.
Wow.
Sanity. It is Mubam constituency. I have about 32 the then ongoing projects. As at now, Yamfa one community grant count. 32 projects. You make what I say. You did by year transport systems. So what you say is about by year coastal transport.
That's right.
You near water crowd, you know. If you see your call Keta, you be from Punano. You see, so it's a game changer. Ababua, Amaya Kwan, you know, but Mikroma have a big problem. I'm in Few West.
That's right.
Borders in Goa Almighty Road.
Yes,
but we are doing it. We are doing it within this time. Yes.
Okay.
It's a promise that you have been given.
Okay.
And I think we are good. So it's a game changer. Yeah. So a bit more boa Emma. Sir, you were talking about what were you talking about?
Near capitation.
Yeah. So capitation, you know, I think we have to increase it and make sure say big push no bit more boa ama.
In fact, analysts will say when the first time a year basic education, you who say you have said that massacre pudu ediako musa. Also when the first time.
Yes. And it's going to be super and more. And so it's a big push neighbor. Yeah. Big push about 13.8 billion.
Yes. 13.85 billion.
For only this year.
Yeah. All right, Yemra assembly for the year be chat for Brahma a year women's development bank controversy or honor say 51.3 million Ghana cedis among the best you know. Also meet the minimum capital requirements, which is about
what is the figure?
400 million and 51.3 million.
When you say MPP with their in their regime or more development bank. Scars on the chassis.
A development bank.
Omokofa COVID-19 scar and no more capitalization. You see, they should keep quiet. Everybody should keep quiet.
Maybe unless you can say,
no. Mama, you need 51.3 million.
This is a development bank.
Yeah, bank.
But say rural bank
listen,
minimum bare 400 million.
You see. Yeah, say we ready sentence na be me de.
Okay.
What is it?
Mama hwehwe na me enya budget no na.
Yes. Jessica says can be bank. What you say? Initial funding.
Yeah. Make I so cancer some.
Initial funding.
Said you dey be chance here.
Yes. So
does it mean say be be can one?
Why not?
Be free.
Say you a lot of deficit financing. Deficit financing. What I say? So in between that, we can recapitalize the bank. You see, this 50 is it
51.3 million.
We can start with preparatory work.
Does that mean say bank?
your question, I will not answer your question. You see, because for preparatory work, you see, sir, Ubenya, offense, banking halls. We are trying to establish this bank in almost all the municipalities in this country. You understand my point? So we can start preparatory work. More money will come. But quite apart from that, this is a development bank. You understand my point? It's a special bank, women's bank. It's going to work perfectly. You see, Edra, a budget you know, and MP back about me was awful. In fact, say would we implemented this budget? Said the Makana MPP a better no position. MP. I'm telling you. Oh. So I'm saying that MPP should keep quiet. They should allow us to implement this budget.
Okay,
the fullest.
Mahama cares and then mobile power to my bonondua. Health ministry at the creatives na babon things by 10 o'clock mobile launches project no. Sam Mahama cares no at the end there and allocation for that no enough for now.
You see, at times I don't want to talk about allocations. I want to hear about initiative. Initiative. Upa Ghana ha. Uhwe sikedi ura Ministry of Health allocation. It ranges between 7.5 to 8%. And your declaration we were Abuja is it 2015 by all heads of states in Abuja. But at least one Fiscal Emura will have ministry more crowd. Then 15%. You understand my point? So anything I be your Ghana a day ya pom din ebe cost to be a day saying we have to.
Ye force yes. Nearby. Assembly members also eba abeji aketua. Ade amu betima sustain nana.
It's sustainable. It's sustainable.
How?
100 million.
Yes.
Yetiha. Ye kukuru over $400 million was a say dollars I say they could amana. 58 million. $58 million. They could amana. Quantify it. Fabagana sikamusisi. Nashwe calculate assembly members say waha. I think you 261 assemblies
Yeah.
At least so average we are 20 calculate. Nashwe. Says can the bit me 3 or more for even 10 years.
Interesting. Well, unfortunately, you come on here, the banner here, you know, Bonotofa, and some and Komoya, you did so far, a far budget in a home. Ghana for the average Ghanaian, no. At the end, there was who at the far budget in a home, and Manahotos was a buying Papa Nabano.
Yo, Mamina was Namika say,
yeah.
First of all, you have promised to fix the economic mess of this country by the MPP. You see, customer na ato chimanyina ama de ahokyere abagana. See, customer de ahokyere bayo. Okay? You say ya jatu ya honso. E bo modern say e bituma yi saje ni nyina efri ho. Uhwe nhihye pa allocation of resources. Aya chene kakran ubia ogana bia.
Yeah.
We feel say ampa budget ye say implementing ye me hu ebetom. E bi ne assembly members how can say this is the first time. Unprecedented.
Yeah.
Every cry the next time next budget near the union committee members so they
what can we bet my basa
we say ebia
okay
the president in his own wisdom so mama assembly members say there and they are support to union committee members inti me pese Ghana fo nyina enya reshem e wo NDC abem John Dramani Mahama abem nyame ya adom you renew the difference of 7.5 difference of that figure.
Okay. Okay, about one. Very well.
1.7 million,
yes.
Vote difference. We campaign on manifesto.
Yeah.
And manifesto also now you translate it into the budget.
Very well.
For implementation. Very well.
Honorable Medwas, Honorable Eric Caffo, Member of Parliament, Emma, Adeshe Wambenfi West, so Chairman Emma, Economic and Economic Development Committee. Ghana Mrashe Bedwafie. Ebusia ye dan ho aba ye ba nkomo na hodo no ye de be ma dear Franklin Kudo e ka ye de Mrashe Bedwafo no bi e ka fa de ba e fa budget no ye de bebra mo ye ne Greater Accra Regional Minister so e tenase wa bra bo no nkron ye be sie.
Let's Bibia and Bibia Pabason Kokra. I will say a rebel and a how. Ya rebel now your quankra, who gets National Winger Annuye, and get to Bray, no one come for Lion 8 Queen Ghana and Famau. A Hanqua and other Puma, the baby drew a sound Yaria, and no young Susan Subanibia. I will say I will for every Puma, our Lion 8 Queen Ghana. Doctor Biodo Amubra, Senior Mufamason Kokra, and a Shayarifon, a man of Botono. I will say Uba the Puma Hasia. Yes, sir, and now we are ready to say syphilis. Gonorrhea, candidiasis, the people who are not see a friend of Python. Yea, public everyone ever has said. I will see a Bema, who was in any more, who to me, why do my any more careful now. Lion explained it, Sabra, not every draw a man now so said Bema Mapa. So, also so your bar, and that's how I look for about who may be. Much now bread, but if you our Lion explained Ghana, now the table first soon, I will fear.
Adofo a mo hwe me so fu profiti ebe kakra no me yare ana me da ho madam fu bi ba no nche me introduce Lion Training Ghana man na me tu na mo no me koye no mo hwe me o mo madu ene me ho atomi ti wa wo hwe me a when da so asa me kan fu Lion Training Ghana ma so su tu na mo bra na bi na wa yare sa.
Assalamu alaikum, ma zo dan ga asibiti ne. Amma ciwon da na zo da shi na ga an treat na samu sauki. Yasa duk wanda zai zo musulmi duka ya yi kokari ya zo nan wannan asibitin ga da zai samu sauki da saukin kuma kuɗi ba wani charge. Insha Allah da samu sauki.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Maxwell Aziz Minsa. I'm the founder and senior doctor of Lion Clinic Ghana. Our mission is to provide you with exceptional herbal medicine treatment and holistic healthcare to all our patients. With our team of dedicated staff and innovative treatment, we are here to support you to becoming a healthier you. Thank you for trusting Lion Clinic Ghana. Lion Clinic Ghana, your #1 healthcare expert.
Na Kwame me taxi driver na enkane na misisi eso misisi na kame na to na twetweme bi na 3p garlic mixer no aboa me pa ebi ata miracle bi wadro no just ma funu pra so you see chini nka me humi esi so me humi na esi so obeka se dia bibi hye me so bi no na ye normal ni bi fi na ti no ti pa me sa 3 days ni ebi na nka de nyankopon de ayi bi ahodi ti ma yi bi anya san keto ana so we de metro aka so na me ka hye me nkwane
me de abe pa 3 years ni ana asemi ginawa me nemu ti sinya se me kwa me de anoko bi amu so much me dru abe 6 years ni tema bi am ya ma di se ne me jana ta ya le ne nku preko ene podi ana me koto 3 guys ni stand di sama me kase yanku ko me yam se ene ya me no kase me wa to me a me din wa me ntia se
3 garlic mystery ubenya bi wo memu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops for Piwak e was 02489288824 and 020100002.
If I should be a mission, I will buy you.
Brother, and that's so good. Ah, no Bra, said your time about Mesha, Esia Jimmy fearful, and Yadia about Ebersoy. Really, do this of Bra, some because the time about Mesha Wandancia, we are seeing now Ebertinka, 86 malaria, what granny time about Mesha.
And you go, dear, and what you want to any jail. What granny time about Mesha? A great and your map or bar waffle through, the one map for down for, and you are down when you feel to you, and some of the time about Mr. Graybill. Shasa wako hospital anasa lab am what we say who a 3D malaria be answer.
I also time me TIME. Time about Mesha. I feel malaria fever be an ziba a woman. Even slap. Ubenya be at all ever over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop to do namu. FDA aji a judging crotway at all.
In Kaiboifi, National Petroleum Authority, any Ministry of Energy.
We shall be. Abusha Dwaboase Power 97.9, Power 979 Facebook Live on TVXYZ. Budget on common Yoguswa Yade, Mamma one by one, and I feel so church. One would one Yade too many. Yet some was anti crimo, fanti crimo, equiapim crimo. Said by Obia Benyana Wontias here, what baby on my gun, I didn't yet. Dedicate Honorable Erica Fonka, Amenfi West, Mrasobe Jenny. Messages are ordered by Ebenezer Mensa, OTA free, Amenfi West, Asankran, Afien. And the message about Honorable Afo MP for Amenfi West and his constituents are glued to the TV sets, and we are loving his presentation this morning. But that's a new message. Yangina was on your phone with Sadiq Heba elephant. Na yenim common through. Also, I would have had any. Now, also, got a may. Disclaimer. Also, where do you agree? Where also from? Also, agree. Aye. Where you blue and red. Oh my goodness. Patricia Hammond. Yeah. That is saying. Welcome on elephant herbal mixer. And I give you
Sadiq herbal powder and a Flexzone 600 herbal mixture.
I'm out for a
yeah, Mami Chiagana for Namimo be Aquaba. A Sadiq Herbal Center and our TNK. Makacho Sabribra, it's not to say when you me pet, make you sure say, obey very attentive. No, what's the Americano. Mema would drop papano, nay, science you diakahu. Now, Sir Abribia make a stroke and one semino. Me very aggressive, me say emotional at the same time because Yaria, etumikum nipa, ne sign nipa dem, a stroke. And Kofobe brother them over 20, 15, 30 years down with stroke. Abria woda honi nyina ubedidi sebe ubeja onai ubejunso gu ho bibia ubeye bia uhie nipa moa ansa na wetumi aye we yare we ne ye ka ho asem se menchen na enyansa esan se yare no eba ebon kaye enante nipadua nim dandan ne ho adi odane ne ho edane ni su no wo kwan bebre so de ho hia ne se obepayi much attention to yourself. Now one Ghana for no yen baby ya be free in the part of the world no yen shedam pedro no obu wo ha onim se yare ka nko na onum adro wo ho a eya ye ho adro signs ni show yi symptoms no eba aden na wo twen na yare na kan ho ato ho ansa obi wo ho no mo aniti fa so ni mu se edwa na oje ne ho anje abribia ni tifa ye ne ya obi wo ho so ne de ne yanu subri ote ho no sorry an ani subri no wadapo na obe peja ni mu no e wo so tumi da ho be 10 minutes ansa no wetumi asori obi wo ho ne hu nam de ni mase de mpane e na e wo no obi wo ho ne mpabo yi free ne nase a onte ne nasenka obi so ho to de bia na kasa ho ayedin e de ama no obi wo ho sometimes wonya blur vision enye obi a wo ni yare wo ho a utumi call blackout na hu ade after some time na san return it back we see a fear for nkomo ya so mo man so mu enye fear for stroke ɛna ɛbɔ wɔn kaye Sadiq Herbal Center say and China enya stroke cancer wa wɔn nsa ne wɔn nan etumi gyine ege titiriti flex on 600 herbal mixture ebusiafo ɛna mekanfo ɛde ama anopai ye drainage dwuma titiri wa edi yɛse en reverse sa nsɛm amabobɔ so yi nyinaa symptoms amabɔ ho asɛm yi ɛbɛ reverse ni nyinaa kwan bɛ ne bɛsi fa a reverse no yɛde hahama nuntini ɛne nubuna ɛna ayɛ duro yi na ingredients a ewom ɛne phytochemicals no etimi boa ɛma ntini a emu ada de srade dem de amogya akrɔte ɛwɔ mu a ɛma mogya ntumi nie frusane nkɔ wadwene mu nkɔ yɛ dwuma na ama u brain cells ahyase ewuwu na ɛma wunya saa symptoms wey Flexon 600 herbal mixture na wɔtwi bia 1 bottle ɛna obenom 4 weeks for your comprehensive treatment ɛfɔma nipadua no na ensan ensi ne dadam nia onya science ne so na opese onya hotoso na obɔ ne ho ban na oda na oto na adwum efi stroke ho ɔno so betumi anom yedro yi bi na nia onim nso a wayare no ɔno so betumi anom yedro yi bi obi a wonya stroke foforo a aka na to mpam wada ruma otime nkan ye na dom Sadiq Herbal Center ye flex oye di aba ebeboa no netimi speedy off ne recovery process no na stroke no entimi need them amanfo bi wo ho omo recovery ye no omo nsa na paralyze ye no entimi ansori biem eda omo ho ebesi ne menchen na enya stroke cancer wa hyase enya symptoms no wa wunya symptoms no ene nia oyare Sadiq Herbal Center flex on 600 herbal mixture Ghana half and 9 baby ya ubi sebia won sabi to me akanyen doctor was standby waiting to talk to you 0244 153511 and I say 020 800 9178 Oko Kanshi Draglin, Kingswalk Herbal, Tinatet Herbal Shops across Ghana nyina okwa ubenya yenro ni bi ato Ekus Pharmacy ewo Ashamai Little George ewo Tema Gafson ewo Koforidia Tony K ewo Suhum Hillside Pharmacy enso ewo Enkoko Kolinak Misty ene Apidank enso ewo Kumase Cap Herbal wo Masom Green Light Pharmacy ni Mosei Pharmacy enso ewo Sunyane Halfman Pharmacy ewo Techiman PK Gombela Chemicals onunso ewo Tamale ubisa nearby pharmacy shops a ubenya bi okono wenye bi afreyen na chain location baby awo bia Dr. Bema direction na wako na wonsa akonya edro yi bi nyame ne boa for Herbal Center o wonsa wom kofori dia lorry station hono mo a na ono so wo okọ ho a wonsa betumi akaye edro ni bi now koko obroni se hemorrhoids enkofo bebre ewo misconception about koko nti no wanu medro na enko no koko it happens ewo rectum wasene mu ha baby awuja wo nanfa sa ensuno na enemu na anu no sebi ede ba wutru mu kwan na no eho na koko etai esi wo ho no mo obi wo ha efifiri wo ne yam enya wo yam se wo stomach baby awudidi koda wo ade ne wo inside yam fa ye ni hunu nti ne ka ne se wo yam no nti wo kwaja nan ya moja di akire obi wo ha na yam tim se ne tie nie me sha ase ka se ye kwaja nan so na ontumi nya ne nan Sadiq Herbal Powder Elephant Herbal Mixture ebetimi aboa na yisa ohaw ne de free ho de amam wa wo koko na fifiri wo to sekokobo sebe wanimu anopai Sadiq Herbal Powder Elephant Herbal Mixture beboa na eyi no de free ho amam obi de no awone so a ma afedi abehye ne to na fifiri ne to kwan na no otena se ya asem ode ahwehwehwe na chi a ohunu se tua ho se tie ni obi ho so kra wakotwa asaba watwa asamba because solve problem no ade ne na wo twa free ho Sadiq Herbal Powder nisio ene Elephant Herbal Mixture yesi fa bi twati anopa aduane bia wodi bia fa bi kuso na fa ye opa segu wanum na be na fa enso pia so I keep saying it works like magic yefa bibia anto nchen na yemwa ye nipadua no na onya yaresa na yenya hom keka ne ntumi mfa nye ye nyuma edru yi beboa na eyi any form of koko bia ewo wo so efri honom e de amaw na ne ane de etua no to no onom Sadiq Herbal Powder wo betinka wo koko nim se emu echi obroni friend shrink ebe shrinke nkakra wo hu se ahye e de efri honom e de amaw na wo so wotumi anya ho sepe ani nti ye dry ye de aba adwaman sui bomodian na come nearby pharmacy any chemical shop na ma won sanka bi doctor number no e 0244 153511 and 020 800 9178 the chat wo kra e Elephant Ointment small but mighty ye ointment we honam ya obe bi tutu osasa braba wati kokoniwa una efrichi te kakra bi na foksra so keke we yemfa ntwenan eno ane se wate na wo dia sra so eno awira nipaduanim ekọ nipaduanim koyi oya ni free mu emritie bi na wonya wa yaresa na wo so ho ato no wetimi ato wo nyuma so freye biem e wo 0244 153511 anase 020 800 9178 Interbusiafo anope Sadiq Herbal Center and wati yen kan mpanyifo so ba no ankwaji wani so
madam say mama Patricia Hammond wode enkomo kama say e free Sadiq Herbal elephant ehunru elephant herbal mixture me the ever flex on over flex Let say now just an ever bio. I was your friend to where you move call a year various outlets now. Monsaba Kebiato na one now to etimiaba. Now you go so a day budget on common but Mr. for Franklin could you tweet on the Facebook comment no to screen so now me monk for man here Zambia Omo Kafade Edia for budget no said ye Omania Sia J and Summer Dr. Casiela to force and Edebetu Dra and Ra Usha Franklin could you and the Facebook post now will make it and I'll say Casa no nanya tin na Casa Tiawa Nanso Utus and Nyansa Pana yeah Dr. Casella to force and a dine D I want a presentation anymore. I think so yeah minority press conference yeah neighbor bia I am piano more to now baby omodefa nyina ekabibi HBB say Greater Accra Regional Minister Betenasia ya the sound common bebremo but Franklin could and you're ready well and you're ready and any man Dwaboase or Power 97.9 Power 979 Facebook Live you call Let's Talk Educational Consult Madam Time Bomb Educational Time Bomb Brenini all right young Ono ankasaba madam akwaba hello ma'am you dey
awa etu
do we be able to go there
no me na domunye being Kwame, good morning to you also obi biara taking and pay and it's a beautiful Wednesday
yes.
And you know Wednesdays you pick a calls
that's right
but calls no me pede yeah, pick up the value of inyama BS and yamanka krankano. Yeah, this is shadow the man. Your brain wana brand popum. Saturday. Into no. Say imini de ne ebefra mpocho. But padam is the me to waju no kakrebi mo inwa. Na afre when me the number need to go na afre.
Titi ma edwada fire no. E farm was a rapture na mo pese mo gina so di bise bisa seven no. We dey so boduam why? What the another one but was a bem. Never for.
Sure. Kwame, I have 97.9 from a dietessa ample 4, aka Madam Time Bomb from Let's Talk Educational Consult. And so from Let's Talk Educational Consult, why a beer yet to see no from ama hene dacha yepedo ye shronko wa ye shronko ama heno ma me fen check ese fi ho ma bata ni biara oti hena na pa cheche ni biara osu as if he had a and hena ma from na wote na they can point out and say in commis father and to commis father metesa midines odo so mestesa mistista ni na kan ho it's my name good morning to one you now from Let's Talk Educational Consult and me pede me twa adwene gina today you water Shinungwa Estate Gebeleje Kuku Municipal Assembly no on the Mango Street na ya shisha if you ho there so warankasa in hand classroom obewa kono to the extent that be our expected a lined up table and chair nade yes we do sit on table and chairs to write and all that but yema a place afaba no benya ni freedom to explore at one level and we see that we bring the world to the level of the child so to say and see the classrooms are very cozy
hono to boss ni chicho mo de wiase no ebrem kwada no said you want tiase esitie no
yes
mo bunu pain e me wiase nyina betwan kwada no wuchia wow
yes into say means one shelf narrative it's to their one level you can walk to it and pick something up Into say a friend not working and apart them now they are done socialized because they actually want to work banapa. They have to talk with their colleagues, they have to hug, they have to say something from the house. This morning I ate this, this morning mommy said this. After that they can sit in groups or individuals and pick something and have an activity.
We now triggers our conversation. And now
no, you have to start with them. Start with our friend. Also, or pick up or befa. As it takes 3 to 7 days as an pick. And so Subanbi or Kede Akan or Hade, Sepeda for pick is Subanbia is between your 21 to 90 days. So Kwame, I come from studio. I go in, I greet, hi darlings, good morning, how are we? I need a hug. How are you? How is mommy? How is daddy? Did you eat this morning? What did you take? Did you eat everything? Are you sure? So as I'm having a conversation with one of them, before you realize, and somebody comes in, they also go, hi darling, how are you?
Wow.
How is mommy and daddy? How are they doing? Then the conversation starts. Before we sit to do our circle time. And our circle time involves a lot. So just imagine, one of the kids, JD, ne papa befan coffee. Na me catching JD, bye see you tomorrow. I say bye dear. And then papa jina ho. And all her menu. Dear. Why? Because we had used the dear in the course of the day.
Wow.
And so I say thank you, my dear. Thank you, dear. And no, so no, or funny there, dear. No, it's a term. I mean, only use into going home. No, also or make it that statement. Come here. That is what we are looking out for: building independent, bold, and intellectual kids. To stand for themselves. Because Kwame says, so you don't relate to people. Who will you build the team with? An island cannot survive. Being an island, you can't survive. So you have to learn how to relate with others. Our circle timer. This is where we talk about what we saw coming. This is what we talk about what we are going to do for the day. We sing our national anthem. We say our pledges. We do our general assassination.
That's where it's coming from.
That's where it's coming
national
from.
Anthem, no? Wow.
We do the Soweto, we do the South Africa one, we do the German one, we do that because of our partners.
Wow.
Yes, we are about adding the Canadian and the UK one. Into the Kwame, this is what we want education to be to that little child growing up, knowing that I am a changer. This is who I am. I'm a changer. I have a purpose out there. And so they need to start as little as they are. So when somebody comes to school, they can say, can I help you with your bag? Kelly, let me help you with your bag. So that is what it's about. Until let's talk educational consult here. Yeah, teacher, more farmer, you're born one, more build them character no with themselves. Into one or yeah, and now Makune being be a man more year to a and ocean now let's talk educational consult. Yes, and pay. So our February is a 6 month. Thank you, darling. So our February is 6 months to 10 years. That is where you have to bring them. 6 months to 18 months is our baby class. 18 months to 3 years is infant toddler class. And then we have the 3 to 6 as the preschoolers, and then 6 to 10 as the elementary session. And when you're in university, me 3 to 6 in university.
Wow.
Because when we sit down to talk about Africa, Ghana, and we teach them Ghana is the gateway to Africa, and we step out of the school itself to use the main gate as an example, when we come and we look at the map, Ghana as the door to open to Africa.
Wow.
So we have a responsibility. So that is what we are doing. And then we are encouraging the learning environment with the Montessori and Andek educational methodology. That's what we are using. Now, come in, I draw our attention to the school in your training for what teachers are. Let's Talk Educational Consult is available. I am available with my team to help you. I set up school so I'm able to me now. We have a program coming up on the 17th of February. This one, that is third week of February, Saturday. Yes, we are putting value on early childhood education. TB, it's a Zoom conference. Yeah, I will share the link. TB. From then, if you are interested to be a preschool teacher, using the Montessori or INDEC, now you can pick up a form from there. But as a parent, as anybody who also listen to because Obama was super appreciate them. I'm quite humble. The way you will guide them, no, you will tell yourself that I've corrected something for the future. That's what we are looking out for. Let's Talk Educational Consults with Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. Able to my friend one on 0249 069821. 0249069821. In your because about Let's Talk Educational Consult, all right. But Urban here, number 4 want to tell that I speak for the Ghanaian child and the African child out there. So I stand for every preschool that is doing good and is helping the child to develop. Kwame, this morning I want us to draw our attention to quickly raising resilient kids. You see, the world we live in now, and we give up very easily, and with fear and panic. And so this is the time where we can raise kids to be resilient to whatever that is coming, because from today going, it's never going to be easy like tomorrow. And to say Afrani here them in Kenya now, you find a way na you from Pusuno, so that Afrani bebo to be better to now come there. As if you were older me, and when they get to know that I am responsible, I have a purpose, I have something to do, there is something I have to own up to and do it. We'll have more of the Nkrumahs and more of the Kigalis, the Mandelas and all that. So we need that. We need for them to go through something that they will understand that I have to build myself for this. And so these days, pitching alone is a hell. Because extraordinary. So we have to teach them to be resilient when it comes to these things. This is where we can start small projects in the classroom. And so this is what I'm saying. Allow the kids to make mistakes. If they make mistakes, they will learn from it. Because Kwame Betel Machine, you've learned a lot. You've certain questions I'm not sure you will ask them. You won't ask again. Because you've learned out of a mistake. As I say, Ima being an amazing producer, I've learned that the mini measure had this time. Them time people were ready to listen to this. Why don't I change this? Let me swap. Internet. It is good to allow the kids to make mistakes and then be a supportive role model. Being a supportive role model is not necessarily being a banker. My child should also be a banker. Be that role. Let it be. If you're a banker and you go to work, what are some of the things that you do? Do you know how to build people together? Do you know how to work as a team? What is your individual strength? Saying, how do you communicate? These are the role model points I want us to impact on the kids. And then praise the right way. We don't know how to praise the right way, especially in Africa. Okay. There is a difference between Obiaye Bibia airport, no. Obiaye Bibia there. Nobody can do it like you. Yes. You know what that statement means. If you tell a child that as I is, I don't think anybody can do it like you, that child looks forward to break his own record. So they sit to break their own record. So you let them know that it's extraordinary. This is where they say, okay, I'm extraordinary. What else can I do? What else can I add? Then the applause can come in. But let's put the gifts aside, because the moment you applaud and all that, and as a gift to come next time I'm a gift and come and that is what we've gone up to. This is it, and sana. Yes. And then teach them to manage their emotions. We don't know how to manage our emotions, and we are losing a lot. From Ebufu, Akumasho, and Satoye and Ade. Let's know how to teach our kids. That Kwame, you know, kids watch you and they learn. So how are that the fool with your bekasa? The kid will pick. How are mommy and you know you do this unconsciously, especially when you are with mommy and BBC. And must put it somewhere. I will be feel there is a running thing. Another friend I BB in your time. Hey, will you put it aside next time? Maybe hey, daddy, please. I'm serious. I'm doing my thing. Excuse me. Hey. No, that's what they do. So they learn from us. It's most of the times, it's not what we are saying, but the actions that we are putting out there, and they are learning it. So how calm are you when you're angry? How happy do you contain yourself when you're in a joyous mood? The Menyamanina is very important for us to do. This is what we can do to help them build a resilience and then teach them how to solve problems. Some kids will not know. Some kids will have it naturally. So let's teach them how to do it. Because in the 21st century in Poroko, another century. But if we are still in this century, it means that the problems are still day in and day out. Every day there is a problem. So I beg you, let's teach them how to do it in their daily lives. Off a bottle, no, boy, don't know into mantumpa. Guide them. Don't do it for them. And yet, my next time, and I'll be more yaman. So these are the things we have to put in place. And at Let's Talk Educational Consult, we ensure, the Let's Talk, we don't just do the brain work, we do everything around it. Because we want a whole child. And to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, call us on 0249069821. 0249069821. Admission is still ongoing because in admissions, or in a special way. Is month on month because we attend to kids individually a lot. And so please join us and let's be a big family and learn. Let's Talk Educational Consultants, building the future. Mincha Dr. Usman of Nature Blend Hospital at Mincha Apostle Dr. Parker Simmons on Infinite example for Reverend Susan Misata and a lovely good morning to you and the Misata family. Mamincha be our Let's Talk be from any parents be a blessed lovely day.
And yes, Ansoma, Dr. Osman, a happy birthday and a day, Nature Blend, this year, Cassiapa, and a day your birthday, Dr. Osman, baby, will be a happy birthday. Yamen Cosway Show, Wakuma Swadi, Mawati, Nam, Wakuma Pawoma, or my gun and areas here for Nanya. Busia, Dwaboase Swana Guswa, Wono, Enchibiano, budget in church, and we have better Akoso. Unfortunately, Greater Accra Regional Minister. Jumedia BS the quaint want to be ma Dwaboase so then. But the Adibasha name and say Yene Equequo Jumayfo Woodro and Pedifo Benfo Titri for and him the four. Yeno bedding commodia far a year budgeter, Dr. Casiela to force and Betuga. Miss Minimianum a year PSO cranio Brempon. Ye be church and 70 mama man sign, and you won't see a baby. A bind the econo. Ye be studio, I say. For Solak Natural Clinic. Woman afraid Dr. Solomon appear Kubi and then a dom. I won't some kidney problems, liver problems. When I say atata ye, we don't say wo mabutum say a 9 atom. Drenaja won't mean that. Prostate won't some. Do someone money hunu. Do some more how. For the Solak Natural Clinic. Solak Natural Clinic. And Pamunsa Yadia Fabadaya Wati. A lab and a facial prostate scan and a fibroid scan war. Solak Natural Clinic. Jechakwa Kukumlimli. You may have a senior high school no. Between from 0553 932631 0553 932631. Solak Natural Clinic. Also quality fresh. What Dr. Bozo say, Mema Nasa say, Moda Yana Ahwadena Sano. Momro Munchen Wate. Agbozo Herbal Clinic. Or Kwashima no by him Fieno. And Pemunsa Yadia. Dwaboase says I know your number. And to be far Quadasu and Mebushi anymore. A yama want to was one and Quasubio. Bragbozo Herbal Clinic or Kwashima no by him Fieno. Woman numbers in India 0241 750 282 and now 0557 402 696. But we saw from more a year 0557 402 696. Titri Mamo Watema and then Potemo. Woman Krabatana Waterman or Community 25 Savannah Junction on a death track state no Nedian Mushe at Bozono. They say also nya tamfu e tamfu kase pa ye haxa mixture ne capsules wonim de ento water no fi se wonim se haxa mixture ne capsules ro eno ne tu wono also na se eno ne di ne hodwuma eno na emma ne ntimi emma jeje ne ho enda wo so emma se wa brabo enti na upese otu also ase upese udi also hodwuma ene ekopane tamfu no a haxa mixture and then the capsules. You know, I am your answer to me. Obuasha says, Shishui, Ofua Yakapui, as a normal bitch, Jilemo. If you also never on Kayo, Edianito Yama Boy, Ediania to Yama Boy. Nano Kwa Yani Bias and Mojano Sabiana Diafra. Also, no, you to me, no. bena yemma ulcer homene yemma ulcer so edra yebemma no so ama mansa nyina hunu se etumi ulcer eye ulcer tamfo a yefra no haxa mixture ene ne capsules munro ibom wate oko kaichi drug lane repatch ventures ene halos hebala onsa beka biato Cats Pharmacy in Suwa Medina oko temadia Little George Community 2 one or one and a Kaswa Webio Jucat Pharmacy at 240-240-238-310 and a 0203-822-855 Haxa Mixture and the capsules Obia Jatum sauce at town for no Emma Mutia Media Esa happening here no eba na wie yo dodo na tiesi sa te bia ni mo sa su no mutaisu bosumi su bia no musu no o magya isu fi se o machia araba bazem pills moja na etu no bosumi akwantu no wodi na nsisi so ebi de ba pyo e makase ebi de ba amansan beto mo nka Obia beto mo nka se afrana de namba ewure mesra wada kopara baba pills when you do bebo pa se bia tenka no so atia ko ama fie nye da bio kopara baba pills se be kenya tenka no na tutu etutu ne ntuma na obetietie ma babia ye dedede kama Araba Bazem Pills, Boda, Jucat Pharmacy, and work Kaswa Tigo office in Chemua, when Sabeka Biato, Pharmaferas Pharmacy in Zua Kaswa, Unicom Chemist or Malam Junction, Osons Chemicals at Dabraka, Ekus Pharmacy was Shaman, Pharmaceutical Shops, Saudo, Kanchi Drug Lane, Boda, was open, Araba Bazem Pills. Because the Empire Kulungana Limited, a Champon Junction is gone. From 0244-139-176 and a 0204-139-176. I say 0274-139-176. Araba Bazin Pills. Bazin. Araba Bazin. Dwaboase power 97.9 power 97 amafo busa questions power ebisi 8751.3 million Ghana cedis here yedesha Women's Development Bank ampampa se sika yedesha asiampa na ani echechemunu sanetie ena amafo nso questions bia omudi bata won se na se sanetie dia enkan no nso himfa de befri aba na no na ko se honorable Dr. Kasela Tofosen echemu we message free Joseph what free atadeka and the buy also bet we do the aba our power 979 Facebook live and Facebook TVXYZ Ghana ansa ye be wura nchechemu no budget ni nchechemu no yentum ni kan ye wura dreams fertility ho na ye nim komo free ho na ye wia ye de mobile magic ho no so ye be kwa ahoma no so ye be mama so akwanya amo abedi nkomo ni bi eniji aba na budget statement Dr. Kasiela Tufosin representing you know also sani you know abawura wafana echebi ebebusa sa question basabre dreams fertility nanu nkomo bi edi you know ye de boy ho nkae enie
clinic ba ko pa e wo Ghana ha se ya na adwuma ye nyina ne se ebema awarefo anase oba ne be ma wo pa wo ebetimi anya wo a won bre kra won kwati team anase won ko chinchin enkono no mu ne ma bi obi woro ma no yem ne ade enu ntina no pay me ti amesrew clinic if you kabro chimemu na we use organic medication e dey aba Ghana for about 25 years in here what shall say so we say adwuma na nipa bebre awo afa won ba number no 0599 555 220 0599 555 220 and 0597 225 388 0597 225 388 and 0597 225 389 Dream Fertility Clinic esa yarwa efa awo hunkutu mesrew udi echia ko wiasa fa na nyina na unya awo ya the only one solution and so be phone number ya media to dwa ɛyɛ 0599 555 220 0599 555 220 and 0597 225 388 0597 225 389. Uyo ba yakacho se YouTube no a block it. O de kwan bie no ho betimi afa unu kunu ebetimi adi ahyiamu na wo wetimi afa ho afa yefunu. Gese ayo IVF ana gese ya compare obi sperm de aba betua wo mu pacho. Enu ti na Dreams Fertility Clinic aba. Mema we nya odadwin bio. Wona YouTube no yesa ase na block no. Enu na yeye man ye wanwa. Enema Dreams ye wanwa. Enema Dreams ye different from all other fertility hospitals are only no, because YouTube na block it, YouTube na say Fabra Dream Fertility Clinic na ye no ntonchia na ye mfa maunko ye ma wadru wi a ne san small maunko hospital no a okọ ya catcher o say wo de YouTube na block ntimi wo no ne san maunko hobio na wo kodu ho no ma won sentwa scan na won san ma on report ni biebu say tube na wo say block ntimi wo no e den na akwa kosi 0599 555 220 0599 555 220 0597 225 388 0597 225 389 0597 225 388 0597 225 389. Uyo ba ufa yefuna na say ufa yefuna na say me pacho men ko chin men ko fan show bon sama no aboyfo bia o de ba Dream Fertility Clinic ona abrofo na wo scan no na wa check uni peduem no wo ye the organic treatment enye chemical enye orthodox enye herbal enye organic eno na wo de maw na ono wa to nchia na ye no wa time period say sa time e wo say sa problem nyina akọ sa time wo betumi awnyem afa ho afa oba ye de auto chat so na akire o mra obetumi afa ho awoba e pacho men chinchin ko se usika nyina ngu men kutia 300 million obra wonye sure se onso awo ne betumi agina ma na se enginam oba Dream Fertility Clinic e possible e ho de kan se okwan bia so onso bewo awo afa ho ade ba ko a entimi nye wo ho e yo ba ya yiwa wo de se yiwa wo de ne de a ene ampacho adabraka intimi nya wo de from mount ana wo be ma wo no wa akako yi ohwe mu ni ama se wo de untimi wu biem se sa de a ene e be ye den se Dreams betimi ama awo abam ba sa nya ma nyina ensi oba wa wo de wo be ma ni gina so na bibia ko ye dia 0599 555 220 0599 555 220
yeah,
and 0597 225 388 0597 225 388 and 0597 225 389. Last one I did to you. Ayo ba ebia wanya 45 years, wanya 46, 47, 48. O de watch bra. O menopause age enye news. But on way and our wo pe o person san wo bio. Me pacho obedu Dream Fertility Clinic. Ye be mo wodru no a ye no atonchia within 3 weeks. Wa wanya menopause no. Obesan abu nse bio na obi enzu ni mse ubu nse na obu nse yi a awo ne de eye fala enti uba ho no mo a san nyama ni nyina betima reverse back uya baba wa wo 20 ana mbo ye wo bepem ne wo de wanya 20 30 19 umbu nsa da ana wo de ubu nsa no mum de ba obu ba ko pe within a month na ba one day a obesan hu bi ma just another month and obi wa 3 4 5 month krompu ansa na ba ko asan ba betwem ana wo de obu a e ba ko na so agaya yi a emba bi mu a untumi mfa yefunu misrawo sister saadi ye ya ye kan kire wi enye spiritual enye problem be ware wa ya yefro kama na saadi ya me ka kire wi ama aware na funu 0599 555 220 0599 555 220 and 0597 225 388 0597 225 389. Obema na ho de wo form obema wo low sperm count obema wo erectile dysfunction obema ya se wo de wo tutu anku aboa bia ono yere mu bedu Dream Fertility Clinic amesrew onso betimi awo bema ne begina so ututu ebe wuram bibia be ye kama na mo nso yato badi na mo nso asɔre na yɛ don a friends abɛdi nto ama mo na mo si akyɛ mo omo yi bi ɛne diaper ni bi mo nso mo deserve mo ayɛ bi akyɛ nti dream fertility clinic me ba me catch you say awo ho asɛm yɛ ade ehia nti yɛ wɔ coded area o friend ya yɛ bɛkyerɛ ba bi a yɛ wɔ o faka kan de ba bi si yɛ ni ho no mu dwan na afɛ yɛ de wura inside na doctor brofo ɛne yɛ maame a ɔno ɛwɔ ta ɛfa te bi animu pɛn a ɛnɛ ɔno wawo awo ma ne ma nyinaa nyɛ mpanimfoɔ wayɛ kama no ɔno na bɛhwɛ nti ɔte wo ha wo nase ɔte ne akomu nase suna osuna ɔte aseɛ we nya doctor ni ɔno onim ne awoka ɛnyɛ ne wakɔ akɔsua ayinko o we wa fire problem no pɛn ɛna wasa akɔ akɔsua ɛna ɔkwan fa so ɔno nso free ne problem no ɔse bra na memfa bi ma wo na wo nso ɛwo fa ho fa wo ba number na me de to last one I'm sorry no 0599 555 220 0599 555 220 and 0597 225 388 0597 225 388 and 0597 225 389 babia ubiano o friend number we ya doctor no be kasa ono be go appointment mre papa mu no no wahia ana mre be bo ono ne mi no no wahia me pacho o fibroid dreams pen a bit ma clear na free one ma o variances dream pen a bit ma clear few ma obema ne emra dreams pen a bit ma clear few ma oba o de onu kunu ave sex ana ye wo ya me pacho dreams pen a bit ma clear sa problem na free one ma oba o fibroid de da wo de mu dreams pen a bit ma so sa problem na ma nti me srew to make up dreams they be ameka se wo pa wo na wo ye na wo ko dreams ye na se wan kasa na wo mpese obewo na wa na wo ye wo and pay number no na media to amount last one here 0599 555220 0599 555220 and 0597 225 388 now also free now also call
yeah, for Dwaboase in Power 97.9 I so TVXYZ Dreams Fertility and out to one canon some of this sound common no ebre well ebra so my nine ya trasia no say me can catch on 2025 budget Dr. Kasiela to force your finance minister e de betu dwa wo Ghana mrashe be fie no ye gusu aye de nchechemu no eba and for instance Franklin Kujo Imani Africa founding president odan na di wo ne nsema hodo bia wo kan wo social media titiw yen chance en free Facebook wo senia ato force meye presentation no wo se ena de mema na nkasa na abekasa wo man kasa pi wo mo kasa no so nyansa nko ena fe so wo mo ba wo mo share no so o medidi ni nyina so
obo kan nyansa sem ma me so ben try me translation
and second one was say finance minister when you are smart o hwe se de was it the ayi tax refund no yet this one no hwe se wo de abeye ensanemu e de ama
bon kana na e kwa da ho abra yi COVID-19 ni sa ne na free no eti your choice finance minister no onimnyansa
was so one nine minute wo da say ho kra no de nani betre
o say fresh air aba
and it's so interesting so say me o kan ye and dan ho di wo enra join news omo program bi a friend no PM Express join news abusia for your local TV station bi e wo kokomlemle enkran ha na ho no na Evans Benson ne finance minister Edin Komo na wodi nkomo no ka say sa tokro na manfo suro say ebeba abeda won nam say wo yi COVID ne momotuo afiri ho no we say manfo ananyi no say sa your friend is your tax refund e ho na do wani be kire na dia be ye exanemu wo dey ehwe say dey san komo no esiko say video no I ready
simple calculation and no yes simple calculation
and was also ye bio ewo TV no so mo bia ehwe video ne enye
ya na famra because ese finance minister no etumi chechire mu ye but all say ne osikoro na odam from boko se ne be ya Ghana for ebetumi atesa ensem na say I feel say etumi boa ebetumi aboa ba Kwame getting all say your tax bill ho a enye ne kese ne se ne esitie but eya kwen e fa so kan obia because minimum for e-levy buy no omo si momo omo nye biem eti sa wo sa nipa no sa o chop money e she ni botoma nipa isi onye momo biom enya wo na akere no wo akere eti ene se ye free wa aka obia because I tax na eka obia betting tax no obetuma aka say eka obi enka obi because wa untwa bet they won found say say ye paya fasi aprade say wada oh eti but COVID-19 no bi etu ebi oto ade o say nya ado na wuto say den once ye tofu ade gu kam ade akwakoso abode na freedom ade aba hanko ade COVID-19 no to bode na wetu ebi eti anu no say na eka obi 11 so na eka obi a I think say wo mu ye free ono and na expect ni so say shortfalls bi ebeba and na the tax refund na buy no krampo no ebesi sa tokuro no ama ensesa asanyaka ama aban ne de akwakọ ebibi oho because aban na oba baako no sa sika no yesi misappropriation misappropriation nso no ye ka se fasika koto nsuo na wan koto nsuo no na ode koto tofia sika no nyesa wode ye no wan fanye enu nso tia mra nti I think so mon sha se ye wura erkafo bae no de Ghana for nso e pense budget papa be prosecutions been so emra Ghana for the fili
because of sikadie ni sika ya tuago no so kan bi na and they dance am na dogo imo Samson Asaki awongobet ewa homa no so nche bi mekọ ne nche but quickly for you the first part of a presentation about budget sorry to ahodo a ye free wa enama enija bakrom obrempo for nante
very well Kwame another ya minor ko homa bon nsem budget 2025 honorable Dr. Kasiel Ato Forsen Edebetu Gano Kwame wagi 10% withholding tax on winnings from lottery, also known as betting tax. Wagi sa tax we dey free war. Na uka taxa uka beta udi 1000 ansana usika me ba bedu mumu no ni ye 100 Ghana e dey free udi 2000 ni ati 200 Ghana. Sabi amene we dey ka say dey wo se sade no wo matwam wagi free wo kra nya dey oba. Next one no Kwame e-levy the electronic transfer levy and also no usika gu momomu na nka wo se ne dey ama obi a anope o matemi anope ya o mayimi hu o mayimi ti no na se si amini Kwame aju se ni sky ye betete usika no so no se ye ba be ye free ho enti se sika na ye tete wa ni nyina na e ba be gu Ghana fo botom ba enti eno so ana afi Kwame eye emission levy a o mo de ba ye ewusie kumu na ewusie kumu no na Kwame hwa motorcycle and tricycles na pay anum no 75 Ghana cedis no mutua afi motor vehicles buses and coaches up to 3000 cc no mutua 150 Ghana cedis per annum emission levy no afi motor vehicle buses and coaches above 3000 cc and also na 300 Ghana cedis per annum and cargo trucks articulated trucks and also na 300 Ghana cedis per annum as abi am na we dey say there 2025 budget no ayi sane ma nyina e dey free Kwame after ye twa VAT on motor vehicle insurance policy ye twam
eti die na MPP for no part say sa VAT ne ye dey aba say VAT insurance no ye dey aba so hobi e na no mo part
medical cover
wo ya e dey
ye twam okay ye free ho anya de ebehuru bio eti sabata ye to insurance policy wo car na ukotwa we nyina ye free Kwame
so bodue mame nkwa homa no so no memfa Samson Asaki awongobet secretary ma importers and exporters emran komonim sa atwe yi a ye free wone ensama hodo of finance minister edebetu dwa wo kwan ya obefa so enya sika na allocations ahodo a why with regards to various sectors of the economy no I mean Samson no permanent say Samson I won't go betia mo ache mo akwa abeja
mejeso mechewo tipo na
etiefo ni ahwefo nyina ajo so na anopai I mean eno answer na budget no ever present no o ka che minya PSA wo mrache bedwafie se Ghana for entemu chuku na ye ba bete ensempa asempa no ne de ete enra na
what no to them can what is no
because that PSA what TV no so na me so mo e what TV akoro ya aso wahoma ne twetwa si sɛ wobɛtumi agyina yi ama me a mede mesrɛ wɔ mu afei de asɛ ɛyɛ kakra
ɛno na wotumi ka
afei de ɛyɛ o yɛnkɔ metie o
okay good mesi asampa na no ɔde ba abato agya anwura no finance minister at portion was very influential, very fluent, was very forward to the point. He was not cutting in the corners. When it comes to allocation, when it comes to delivering, he said delivered. When he said delivering, he said delivering. When it comes to abolishing, he said this has been abolished. Of course, yes, we in the business community, we can't say we are 100% satisfied, but we are satisfied of what he was able to tell us yesterday. I strongly believe that if a minister of finance will go to the market by himself to speak to the ordinary citizen before coming to parliament, that alone is a recipe for a confidence that is really going to assure us that he is a listening minister. I strongly believe that as Oliver Twist continued to ask for more, he said that he intends to do tax reforms, so the elections, and he wants to engage. I believe that this was not the last, this is not the first budget that is bringing. Indeed, by July, he will definitely come to Parliament again for mid-year budget review. I'm sure before then, we will have engage him as he expected to engage. And where we think that he is reversing the VAT of the he's reversing the GET fund, he's going to reverse the health insurance. Where is he going to put them? How is he going to put them? They used to do couple in the previous government. They used to couple them, they were standing on its own. They stand alone, they were giving us duplication of taxes. They were paying so much, and we strongly believe that wasn't the way to go. Now that they've increased the VAT to 15%, and he now wants to reverse them. Is he reversing the 2.5 GET fund, 2.5, add it to the 15, make it 20%? If that's the case, then we have input out and output. We have that deduction, and at what percentage can we deduct the output if we should pay input at the pot? And so all this will be discussing. Of course, COVID levy, I'm told this morning that someone said that it wasn't specific, but I know he's going to make Parliament again. He will meet a committee. So definitely, we are intent. We know that the COVID levy has been abolished. That's for me where I sit. I know the COVID levy has been abolished. I know that the e-levy has been abolished. Where I sit, I know that the e-levy has been abolished. And of course, the rationalization of fixing charges is what he talk of. Engaging with the community. And I'm sure when he went to the market, he for sure when people say that one thing that will bring price stability, one thing that will bring exchange rate stability, one thing that will bring the city stability. So the finance minister himself knows what is already expected of him from the ground, from the market movement. If you look at his budget statement yesterday, much of that attention was to go to production, local production, and that is also good because if you look at the cost of food importation into this country, that President Obama made it to $400 to $300 to $400 million. At least if they can put their quantity, then we can have half of this $400 million in this country. I think it will go along with to cushion our city, it will go along with to bring stability, it will go along with to bring down inflation for us. If we are spending $2 billion to import food into this country, and that agricultural transformation agenda that they intend to do, if we should push it and push it right, the right food.
Twaso.
Yeah, if we should push the agenda, the transformation agenda rightly, the transformation agenda rightly to the rightful people, and they do not just collect the money and go and then they buy big houses or big cars, or really put into their great use, and we can produce more food, and half of this $2 billion will even stay in this country. What it means is that if the rice processors produce finish, our people who bring in rice will then buy from them to add to the imported one. Then we can do the solution. That is the insurance way to go to turn around this economy. So I can tell you, the Women Development Bank is also something that will come to support the SMEs that he really emphasized. I think he said the 10% salary increment that he gives to the Ghanaian workers will not be taxed. That's it. He said it will not be taxed. So if it will not be taxed, that is also going to, that means increasing power of Ghanaians will increase. And then it's true that about the COVID living for us, it means that the price of goods will come down for ordinary not Ghanaian. So I can tell you, this and other things that he said yesterday, and of course, the counterpart aspect is those who have the contract, the government should insist that we should buy from the local industry. The local industry with Ghanaian industry, Ghanaian who set up processing to produce counterparts, we should buy from them. We may have a look at production, but at the end of the day, if the outcome is not doing well, the foreigner will pack and go. But the Ghanaian cannot go anywhere. We are here. So if the industries are solution, specifically government policies to be that go and buy, you have the contract, go and buy from this company. So that they can increase the production, they can also increase in job creation. That's the way to go.
Okay.
I think that
I mean, on the side of a year expenditure, no budget expenditure, no. Osha said they are buying a do you see a certain level of prudence? Because some prudence na ye here ebeboa me asonson ye ho sabre ya ye da e kamene mi. Who's our level of prudence no?
Yes, that's the level of prudence we are talking about. So that I'm saying that this allocation that is made, i.e. if you look at the main bank, i.e. if you look at the sanitary part, i.e. if you look at the free education, the free education is over 1.7 something billion is going to be a boost for local economies, because these funds are now going to give to the senior high schools headmasters and headmistresses direct. Let they and their BESA and their PTE sit and decide where to go and buy. They can buy direct from the market. If perishable cargo, if someone wants to send perishable cargo from Accra to my secondary school, my old school, my alma mater in Bokosek, by the time it will arrive there, it is no longer a perishable cargo. It will destroy. Is that not it? And so I tell you that they should be able to buy direct, so that those farming, those who are producing food around the community in which the stereos are sited, the towns and the district will also get this economic very well to benefit them directly. I think that this is the right way. We should support the government in this regard.
On the issue of a year former finance minister, and now a year press conference, I would die in the say, oh, betting tax in the Yanje, na and now by say, when Yanya, when him the by nature, no. I mean, what is Sassam no? A Pemo saying,
yeah, I am it. Because you ask yourself that if you have seen the video of Mr. Jambra is a domestic tax commissioner, in charge of domestic tax. I don't know if you've seen that video. The man who's speaking from a GRA, he is in charge of domestic tax, and he tells us how much they are collecting. And for him as a minister to say that who was there, but you see, I don't blame him. I don't fault him so much, because he was the caretaker minister. He didn't present his own budget. He didn't present his own budget. What he did was just the first quarter expenditure and for approval. Is that not it? So we didn't even bring in the proper budget. So we really understand the budget that his people brought, his predecessor brought the last time. So he doesn't know. But the truth of the matter is that he is rather being exposed his own ignorance.
But you see, there's some explanation now. If you MPP for no whole, but almost say on the bed tax issue, for instance, I a friend or a year, Krobia Kwabran Sante, or Kasama, Dr. Mahmoud Baomi, or trail of Facebook say on the bed tax issue. Honorable Adam spoke about. I think it had to do with local marketing companies, part of the deal with NLA, and not the 10% a year tax on betting boys and girls. The betting boys and girls do. He was referring to the withholding tax on winnings lottery operators are required to withhold 10% tax from final gross payment to players and planters. Was there no moment and now referred to? Could it be an afterthought? And now is the explanation way as it well with you?
Well, I'm taking the GRA, the implementers. They are policy makers. The implementers should rather come to explain to us what tax was the implementer talking about. Okay, so if we put the President Mahmoud, Vice President Mahmoud, former Vice President, spokesperson aside, Yuremoko was in the government. He was the economic spokesperson of Dr. Baumia, and it was in their manifesto that they would scrap betting tax. What kind of betting tax were they talking about? Did they give us that explanatory in their manifesto when he came, he was going to abolish he was going to abolish COVID, he was going to abolish the betting tax? They also said that. So what tax were they if they were not implemented? Why did they abandon it in their manifesto? So you don't even do it. Just ask GRA. GRA should come up with a committee because I have seen the video where they interviewed Tamra, the current domestic tax head, and he explained how much they collected, and even emphasized that between April and May they will collect more. You saw the video?
Yeah.
You see that video?
You saw video, no?
Can you play that video for your viewers and listeners to know?
But would it make you point to a brother? Yes, video, no? Yeah.
Yes. So if where Anta is talking, at the end of the day, the one who have got the tax and the accountant, the consolidated account has come out to so they have collected so much, and so I don't know which one he's talking about. It's not for political gimmick. It's not for to make myself popular. But you don't make yourself popular in this country. This is unpopular. It will make you unpopular because it looks like then when I said that he was a caretaker, I was just a caretaker. Caretaker sometimes don't watch everything because it's not for you. You understand? Because that never presented any budget or fiscal policy statement like what Atofasson did yesterday. You understand? I think he did. Did he have the opportunity to do a media budget review during the time? I don't know. But when Ken Ofurata left, I don't know if Aminata came and did media budget review before he did the one for the 3 months of 2025. I don't know. But I can tell you quite clearly that Ghanaians can read between the lines. Ghanaians also listen. If you don't even read, they speak in here. GRA have come out and they have spoken. And not any communication person from GRA that you say, no, a man hasn't spoken. This is a senior management person, a person who's in the helms of affairs of our tax. Now,
the reason I'm making reference to the Aminanta more can say MPP for and that's a minority for no narrative around budget way, and it's a as a binding that now budget no crano ancient cry. Sad narrative, no, of course, I be a part of and Koma Yedi and no pay with radio so TV so Boabe ne bois Yankan Kona Yen Ayashano.
Oh, second, if this is also 499 budget or what? What about someone who has presided over $58 million to dig the hole? What is it about? This $58 million, do you know how much if they are putting into the economy? If they are giving to poultry farmers, rice farmers, maize farmers in this country, what would have done for our economy, our inflation, and our insecurity would have been stable? $12 million you have paid for.
Oh no, why?
$12 million you have paid for Polgo Multipurpose Dam. Do you know that if they are actually channeled it to make sure that the Polgo Multipurpose Dam come upstream, you have helped turn around? That would have been the change of the game changer in this country. And so, if somebody have gone to pay $58 million and then see to be worrisome and dig that hole down there, they have paid $12 million. It is true to a contractor for no job done because I hear them from the north, and the person has the moral right to raise up their head and then criticize the budget that is coming to help the ordinary. The budget has increased the youth to 500,000. The ordinary people. The budget that was said that from now going, our children and brothers and sisters, not only even from the rural area, there are some in the city here they can't even buy. The parents cannot afford to buy sanitary pads for them. They will have sanitary pads. You think that is not a good budget enough? Where they say our market women, our mothers, when the finance minister before the budget went to the market, you show how the woman was helpless. That I came here to buy goods. Less than 2 weeks, I'm back, and the goods have increased to 1,750. I don't have money. I don't know what to do. I'm going back home. Such a helpless person. If the woman, the one bank was there, we would have just gone there for soft loan to add up to what she has, to be able to buy her foods, and then go back and also feed the husband and the children. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the transformation, a great transformation agenda that is allocated amount of money. That if you look at that aspect, it's about high production, commercial high production and infrastructure. That's what we're talking about. They have to borrow for consumption. Somebody is investing into the economy. You are saying that this is not a budget. I think what we should be asking as people of Ghana is that will government really ensure that money that was allocated for Akoko and Ketekete will go to the Akoko and Ketekete.
And then the question, unfortunately, a little press with time. Yeah, for common sense. O question ya obusazi. Me so damn the next guest amineno ebedim commonos. A very critical question obusa say.
I think we have to make time and I'll come to studio and we'll dissect this.
Any bad cry. Very well. You know, we didn't come after Saturday. No, Samson Asaki, I won't go bet. Secretary, Emma Importers and Exporters Association. But very critical question we busano about a year prudence. A by way a dynedy by way of a mobility allocation. No, also what the total MPP ya or more case budget way ancient grinder. Or what you not where Gemfan Kayanum. But when should ye Sikana was re apeno. That should be the conversation.
Yes.
Me free say Ghana for na yembisa the right questions, but I think say see baby amamu na kwa kudru no amamu no oto aba 4 years bia I say school no who upgrade who call a certain level. So if you don't get a serious president, you will never be a serious citizen. But so when you're a serious president, and knowing about trust and who say no, you have to kick in and start to ask certain questions because you know that you deserve better, and that's because you have a better president, you will have better answers and you have a better experience. Our country, no man. And
Brofune ya affected.
I'm say na you are going to be taken wow eti amamuo no ankasa no sa na say nti me hu ni say Ghana for be bisa right questions no nti ye hwe enimo say se na yesi ehu ne ma ekono mampanyi bontoa no wo shebo wo say in my first 120 days ABCD ena me ba beye wo kan ya no wa ya na say wonye Franklin Kujo obi a owo CS of space no oya boni obeka ya papa obeka aba we kura ba omo ya ade bi na se wo man getting it right oka wasem ena me free say eno na bo maka bi ma minka bi amamu no etubi koye so to get to be to say Franklin Kujo na wo ma metra se na wo ma mekasa emema na nkasa akasa ene wo mo kasa na wo ma nkasa pi na wo sa ka nyansasem wo ma nka nkwasi asem wo mo ka nyansasem asem no nso yetia na yetia no amam from apabia bakroma wo mo shebo wo madi so
okay
eti wo na wo tenchen na wo se wo MPP ni abato anyansu yo amina da mo to ne bo Kwame omuto omubu he ye wo your friend say 2 years 24 months
that's right
was now Saturday 12 o'clock kan na say na 36 36 you try say 3
eti yo kwantwa
yo kwatwa o
so body mama obrempo bebem Alhaji Mohammed Tanko national president of Ghana National Cargo Transport Association
ewusie kumo
enframa paya okay
fresh air
abom ewusie kumo to yi ayeye fraud omuso say Alhaji ye mo aje mo akwa ba
yes so
na Alhaji bibi aboko de
boko
na me ye sure say Dr. Kasela to force budget here the betu dwa o mrasho begfi no wudi ache emudi an pa na pemu a o ka say afide Ghana be ye eni ahia
ni no kan nyina mi se Ghana be ye
dio kan nyina
ni o kan nyina
sasai
ni kan nyina mi se for aje ele woni chi ni wo kan wajinu wan sabo babaka enti ni ho kan yira ye diku se ye fine ye correct pa
ehusie kumotuo ne momotuo ne yade akodiewo coronavirus
bibia o de betu ni so obaye no ye correct ni so ye nipa bia agenta awoni ti enti wa jo an stand over indeed budget no wo de ba ya no e budget ya HSA sane yemi ya chi secretary no indeed budget no aba at the sane ye
it is MPP for no so tenant ten one no ka say budget we enhye nkuran ya na fe so mo talk
na MPP wo mo budget bia eye na wo mo ba be ka se wi ye
ada omo budget omo present here na enye
na wo budget ya na nta ko ma na nta ya watch yes the budget no mo de ba no eye na ko watch ye think I want you we no was sunny and the mark catch on say was sunny the dear yaki tree him and see I was sunny and you go into any better to papa and you will be going up the business was it we and yeah amount for our Ghana NDC no. Now go my NDC won papa and go back to South. And you will be able to say yes, bro. But the our car for good 8 years, I make a budget again in your team. And one is up to and you said you were near about with your money.
Osha said ye abino AC balance a car wobeto ye any sika will be here whatever is the key sectors of the economy anymore. Why would I dream bua who abino nana montu say nana montu a year women say a fake crime when to me father who ACC money the beer the beer Ghana Yakoku. Yes, cement from 20 CDs to 105 CDs, another 110 CDs. Yes, they say one day, and the BBC. The Kaka plan to was here because I can in the Kunetisa. That's how maybe the day I read the article of Square, because the name you see there's no man who's never him. Then I got and the Yako funny and about teaching. I mean, that feeding to me, the now, we actually Wakate, the mamma say the part of you say, as they're going to sign and fire one mile. You see? Yet you mean to me, dear, you're correct. Last one, I was correct, and you're correct, and commonimo. Now Ghana Statistical Service any edin kobo omo che say economy is abra ye kase enyini by some 5.7%. Na enran so ebra Dr. Forsen e kasa no wo che say wo enkuntebu o ma ye ne nhihye ahodo omo do ba beto akwa mu nyina no omo hwe ani say economy no ebenyini by at least 4%. Minority for no say eno no che say ye ba ye chi. So economy
Minka asema we pesa me ro ti ase ni se minority wo mu ba ye ni je na wo mu ye je na wo mu ti na ye na ho to na wo mu ti na no e ka se ni ye no enye ana se enye no na mo di to he na wo manye
ba ye minority graph free ma economy a enyini by 5.7% eni nia yesusu say anya kura no bedu 4.0% no den na e wona nim
Dr. Finance Minister ne dia tu le nim no awo ya no the different and the minister ne be so say ye ka for so yes sir we are to perform say yes so ye dey be ya ka say dey be any here there be ye this can cry yes ye no because wo so e kan ye ho bi se me man ye kan say mitimu a na wo bi say no bi na wo bi and then me kura na mitimu no kura na say me kira wo e ka me bon wo kura say ye ka kotoa and the can me to say 100 Ghana na 150 a go kuma say and then this is 500 engine we no make ka there be when no mo say bi am ti any
Matedio Kano medo asepa Alhaji Mohammed Tanko national president ma Ghana National Cargo Transport Association now guys say ne honorable afodin komo no or die na said the my economy no drew sa level no sa 5.7 na obudi 2 mu ho no your friends say mining sector no titu activities small scale miners no edi ɛne nsa wɔ so ɛkɔ so akɔne abɛdi a ɛkɔ hɔ so anaasɛ dwedi ɛkɔ so no ɛno na ɛboa ma economy no enyini duru sa ba saa deɛ no nyɛ sustainable ɛnyɛ adeɛ a yɛbɛtumi de ɛho ato so afebɔ especially ohwɛ aban wɔ ne nhyehyɛ yɛ a wɔba abɛyɛ na ɔbɛtoto nneɛma yɛ within the mining sector it is amfasodie na yɛsusu sɛ ɛbɛba abɛyɛ yɛ nyina so a yɛde bɛkyerɛ sɛ economy no bɛtumi nyina aduru saa level no yɛnya bio ɛbɛkɔ akɔkyerɛ baabi foforɔ because economy yɛ ka wom economy a yɛtua ka afi bia that is what we are looking at odwe ho sɛ
Kwame deɛ medwene ho ne sɛ budget nnura de yɛ ayɛredi yɛ ne deɛ ɛkamea yɛ sɛ ɔman Ghana sɛsie minority pɛ na ɛnyɛ ɔmo de o na dɛ na ɛnyɛ ɔmo de no nso no ɛnyɛ ɔmo de yi parliament house wɔpɛ ɔmo kɔ fie ɔmo kɔ hyɛ dɛm wɔmo nkrɔfoɔ ɔmo sɛne sika ahodoɔ ma ɔmo a yi levy no ɛte wɔmo no wɔmo ho nkɔ akɔ han mo ɔmani akɔ akɔgye ɛne agye sɛ bi ɔmo ba bɛka kyɛ Ghanafoɔ sɛ na yɛ MPP foɔ nti yi levy no yɛmfa yɛnka ho ɛhɔ pɛ na ɔmo hunu mfasoɔ a ɛwɔ saa nneɛma yɛ yɛyi afi wɔ yi PSA ka so se ɛnyɛ campaign yɛyɛ bi wo yɛato abawie aban we betena ase bosome miɛnsɛm ni from 7 afi ne yɛwura bosome miɛnsɛm
7 January
from 7 January ebedu March where wo muni bosome miɛnsɛ ni ɛniɛma excellency yes ɛyɛ bro nya nan na Kwame ɔmo di agro no bro nya ma Easter cry yendi ye Easter yendi ye ntomo boss ma NDC aban yi excellency John Dramani mama sɛ wo hwɛ promises bebre a ɛno a epie wo budget no mu a ɛyɛ bra no opetumi de afi Ghana for ho ana bi mu bosu sɛ yɛ nada we de o kan keke betting tax o kan time oye we levy emission ni nyina de watetie free so ɛwɔ even ɛyɛ small scale miners omo unprocessed gold 1.5 tax and that's what we year free so hwɛ various sectors Ocean National Health Insurance Scheme about 9.93 billion or Ghana cedis. No, they kwako wem eba be hwe ye apom de wonsem kan ye. Na ye the health insurance rural hospital and koya men bi ni kode ni adwedwe ni eno nkwa da bi ana afford nkwa na yi. Na mo be lab a agi se da bi or the sense scary shower. Enti ye minority pe ana enye de na omu adepa aba baba budget mu Kwame
me da so obrempon enkoba bia koso anene mentra wa bra me de eye techiado eba nkomo ni mabusua enkomo no de eje afri bia Ghana for so a ye ne omudi nkomo wo enkran ni Kumase mountains wo no wa bra ye kwa ni ye bebo achem afen so members of parliament ministers ahodo a ye ne omudi nkomo wo mrase bedwafie enra wa bra Dr. Atuforce wie presentation nso ye de bebrabo enche bia basa bra de techiado ono ahead of the budget no ne na te your studios and ye din komo and some a woka nyina no eno na enu a wote ya na tachi machi akwaba
Kwame me da se oji so bia ho ye
ya me na da
wo wati efo ni wahwefo nyina na nche edukro makuapemfo nyina
omo je so
ane o se ndo me kan se bi che se sa draconic taxes ni bi
etu ahodo no
obe ye free ho
etu jinjan
no obe ye free o se me kan but ade a yanti honestly anti spare parts industry no yante hwe yan fast purpose industry no ho because emission is say no emission level no we see no cars in that so and that's purpose so and I wo hwe sa VAT on friend say motor vehicle na no cars we can say one betwa insurance ni sa at the punishment the man no apart from COVID-19 1% and 11% 11% across board COVID-19 na a port na a that to us no and I mean who say I say a beautiful no I can beautify kind of port aspect na
that's right
but when it come to port aspect na kwam first so may implement fixed rate no one can want some
fixed rate near the boy ni entiase
okay fixed
and then you wa be cabrofu you betri
fixed rate no a constant value
constant value near the
there say nhye wo ho a say bia ade we phone we me say me to na me de geo no o say aba me say me geo to say be say wutu ase ma me e bia me de ma 3 series no me de ma say me de to ma afebo it is all the phones in the back crap container be do a wutu 3 series be tuya say be 5 years say be 10 years be 20 years no e o e da fa kon
eno ne ade na mo hwe
say duty ni da fa akoma ye won se ne ma ne de ba ne be free Asia
say mahama hye ho bo
yeah fixed rate no yeah hye ho bo e ma wo hwe a me ye statement ko na me name the game changer sa ne dwede for ne pen wo e be boa ye na o say other side for some almost say flat rate no obi oton mo esam okwa na okwa in flat rate spare parts for and benefit yen esam for no sugar for be benefit more it ye pen fix with na fa akoma ye wo tu kwan na akofa kontina ne ba wo say 20 footer me de ba say na metua etu wo kɔ no sɛ dollar no kɔ suru we ba fomo mi se ngwa kotua say ya ma ban na yi mi container na sa sika na ye nua no mo gigi sika no port wo no custom officers no sa sika na enko mi sem biom ene yɛ sɛ anka o mo peg dollar no mai e be bia 3 months and 6 months o peg dollar na e bia be 10 to 12 cedis a dwede nim sɛ mi ko fa mi ne ma ne ba ya peg dollar no 12 cedis se dollar no se kɔ suru we ba fom kwapa mi se mi ge den 12 cedis e be evaluation ya de ama mi dwede no and ya ten wasam anka baka say
but tachi for adwen bra hwe economy ne prem tibia omo penti kire ana waka wasam kire economy afibia wutuaka to the sense 2027 2028 e kabia anki yesu magu yeso a eno atofo senka say ombe penyansa kwan afix no enya sentoa hwe say economy ne tibia o na hania o hwe animu say aban ebe ye de aboa eye moamoye motor spare party oni wogire se ade ebetima ye adwuma animanimu ye
da bi onim se ne mehu na meka
yeah
ono ne ye the other aspect a mehu a ya anti wansa doesn't mean say budget no empty
no on the
general view no
yes
budget no 90% solid.
I get you, but me should be say on the work can based on current situation.
Maybe also no can say 24 economy no. Or say on me parliament later.
That's right.
It no one can want some beam. So that say. Na ke sank or boss say fixed rate no duties them no ye ba so later. And then now one Ghana for who say okay waka that means we mutrim so mbeye. For now no you nim so mbeye so you don't know. So that say o touch on it on be boa e ma say o kan wasem a utimi communicating ye say o kan wasem say wa acknowledge say e wo mutirim
e bono mo say ombedi so
yes because akwa remember say jomama ewini power no ye statement be say edwefo nya should calm down sa policy ni there ye man nya no this year because otimi nya oye this year na economy be crash ye man up to 2 to 3 years no because a monumental policy because over the years no sa can has been there for a long time say ye duty say no this is the first time any leader so person me any fix mama ye man be 2 to 3 years satana wotimi jan na so kakra mana ide by sanka otimi acknowledge say e wo mitri mi refie na it ends there it is o kan wasama undu a wo kan o na argument ni fi ba
so is that to say na atofo say o kan no credit too much
what we say me endra no ne presentation no were very solid. We say catch you say sad in here no because of promises say the 120 days obey sa draconic tax in every one that new source no and we deliver. That's the perfect thing to do. Me catch 2017 MPP or mini bag to me no can Furata Beka say this goes to my first at also can import it to us papers abolish. But share when say buy no na nya no kre e some selected B or no kwana anya adwuma. So what I say but this time around no we touch all angles are because COVID-19 ne head ready for port one no you for yitua you say we year free ho oba emission levy ni so a come on the car say ban so e do mo so
that's right
e you see cars e you see to e do mo so ye year free ho you see oba sa e sa vat on motor insurance ni so a we year free ho oba the e friend say ni e friend we no akubam e say ya bia no ye levy ye year free ho ntino so far so good there. The budget was solid, 100% solid. I said obia ni agi because better tax there and affected you before.
Yeah.
But affected yama you try bet ni be.
Okay.
So I say so far so good there. The budget is solid. But you can say omo factor ni maybe what you per se ye ma paper industry no e booming.
That's right.
So I say
it's one man or at least 2 to 3 years Edward you bet me as I say
yeah but
the none here say o acknowledge
exactly on the underline no
very well
and yes be I say be ye ultimi no you can't do it that say you say economy na crash yeah way and you be catch it
but does it surprise you more and na mo so a economy na bedru say no does it surprise you so mo da so egina ntenten no a kagum to say dia buy ni here
o make go mu say if you checks and balances no check government no but the government dey check oh send the one tugum enti government the power no machinery na say nko mo solid communicators some cheche mu chere Ghana for
by the way communication asem I mean say when need that whole pass mo je betting to no be press conference ya gida where check be a check
all say or can Andra to force can say or say lotto he mention lotto no ko betting so lotto no yendi lotto to udi lotto a our phone so a yentew what I say betting omotie eti si anu embivo no abom tokura hu say o ka lotto na sem no wona omu jazz si anu e da same okuno orati
na press conference no ye o ka say betting to wan ka lotto
da me ka say
Because I mean Nanta yes what can bet into
dodo no adwen no enti no odi tum sa no eye party communication no na say ye adwuma this time around
ben na me busa say eno eye checking eno ye kwan ye check ya ban would it etro ne ye check
you know how we do our politics in Ghana they say utimi nya hwibiem they say no kan dra no endra na me hwe bo bi ebufu e bank fo mu no na me say enti wonu say youth no omadwen nya adwuma na omoji nyeduma na moji 10% na ade ya wo mu se wo se wins ni mu na 10% ba wo ye deposit na so me ntwa biem krapa wo ye ne asato wo ye deposit na wo so me ntwa biem no me jibi sika na asato so that say because endra budget na buy no me I think say from 2000 ba no me this is the first time me who say budget I solid positive people am for ni age okrum
okay
because now bibi da so ase bibi bed bibi da so yifiri ho yif ekubam esa ya bia nso akwa wiaga ti ne kan say spare parts industry no you see ye bibi afiri so because spare parts dey spare parts mo ye ton ka so mo ton we ni nyina ka ho ye ni me bibi afiri bed bibi afiri so because 120 days it's not easy so wetin yes ade we no that means say ebo aba na ba so
all right
and finance minister 1 hour 40 minutes solid
me da say mania say oboa enkomo no ba yenti Ghana phobia ye no mo di nkomo on the streets of Accra one ya omo kafa budget no after the presentation run ye ne bi edi nkomo say no mo kan
enema ile binisa tax nema bo so mka so atisu so atisu na say ebe bo man na ebe bo ye nyina bo so ne ye nyina ye because ye nyina no ne yem na ye nyina ne ye de ye pe so ba ye kore say otina betis makoti we say the ati we say ni akofa before fraud aba besi yo no bo so ni nyina no na da bia bebe jana na ejina etu omo tesu no mo ya de be bo man na mo man youth ni kwa ye nya adwuma anye amo ndwe ya humpo bo so na hia me pa youth no ene wo pie kwa bo tele Ghana youth abosu enye pani for mo ntuma ni me youth ni kakra wa ni nya adwuma ni bi nya
kakra me matemo I think it's okay for me concerning taking away of betting tax, emission tax, and then yes. So and I was also happy about when you said that you've allocated money for the assemblymen as well. I was so happy about that one because they are also doing a lot in the constituency to make things go on, to push for development in the constituency.
Meke Sanka, Fuero, and now what be Minister of Transport, not a central drivers. Between Fuero, between a
where Ghana for this year, be no more children come and cry mountain so that a bad human seminal, young one after the other. A bad human seminal, Mebuno Bako, a raising concerns, a simple or one cabet, a dear cry, get fire once. But you may went and I bet in a bear idea here will be a budget today you're presenting Rano and not on about to force it to be done a deeper faith in human web and I'm consumer.
Kwame ready BBB agric be iata say then
okay agriculture for economic transformation aita allocation here 1.50 billion Ghana cedis
1.50 billion Ghana cedis na say no na ye de eco agriculture sector no Kwame me say enkuko nketen kwa no e betuma create jobs kwa be say 15 plus 1,000 16 20,000
okay
direct and indirect jobs nkukon keten kwa yes apart from the fact say echo 55,000 households no na say a component nipa baako ena ya eno 55,000 people now the 20,000 we eba beka ho a eno ebe ko sen nyeti amekasa ne se so wo hwe enkoko a Ghana for area e wo kroma se a yetumi produce emu 13% pe 13% no ene sen so wo hwe your consumption no nipa bia Ghana ha ye say ye 13.7 kg of chicken annually nipa ba ko bia ena so wo hwe se ne ye si e produce na 60,000 tons ena Ghana ye produce o do ma for na ukoko na uko asutware ye nkoko nyina 60,000 tons pe 83% to se den na aka nyina ye credit free abrochi ba it is a see ano se ye den nkoko nketenkete no kwampo ba na se ye start na 55,000 households here what it does ni se ebetumi average gap na ma ye betumi akwa do to say 85% eno ye nkoko a ye re e wo Ghana ha na yetumi produce wa ha eti wa bra de nyuma e ba no it is aboa ma de yi na esa aboa ma ban enya sika because say enya slaughter houses e wa ha say ya ukọ abrochira enya nipa ne ko chi akoko na otwa ni tif koche machine ukọ no ye pio mu gum sa na yiyi omo maako omo na mu nyina na omuti ko na se wo hwe a ye betumi aslota emwani bebre because ya shebuke na no na ho nso nipa na ekoye adwuma o ye wi a sa cold buses and sa cold vans na ye de ankoko na igum no se ye kwa akoton na enu so obi kwa ko bi hu ko store obi ko store na o fe obi atena anu o eti Kwame sa wo hwe se na esitie na aban shedat na ase eye calculation enkoko nketekete no so wo policy na yewra erikopoku mu edi bae na utubo se eye calculated policy a emetumi approve job creation abante ya ojira wo ya wo ka se epanyinfo onwe omo ho no je ntira wo ka sa because na Akufo Addo bae napco targete omo ma ko school ne wan ko school so eno na apprenticeship program no so e baso no plumbing work tiling ene huko East Legon Santo na Nakrom ena Africa Tamanso new sites na wa dodo wa netema no wa mu POP ye ko fa amanfo fi Togo na Ghana fo no den na yesu POP ne yentumi nsua bi Togo fo beba be ye kama no ma ji sika no no ma sa ko Togo sika ne tena ha akabetumi abo nti sa ne mani nyina ya ade a wo batifie wa nko school but brofo no ago akam no otibi se ye kire na ade a obetumi aye electrician obetumi akwa kosua bi ne den se abansi ye nyo kapre eti no we nyina no mo ko na omu kwa kosua no usika na ode bakwa kotua strings ano fama oba no mfanye chop money kakaka owia ababesa money tools eti Kwame by the end of 4 years no emabunu na wo mu ni adwuma no sesa project we bank ko nketenkete ba na ye we na ye so coders idi ezo no so nam ho na nurse fo a omutifie aban ba be post omo sesi aban nipa 20,000 ye do omo ba be ko security services no eti ebi ko fire service na ebi ko police na ebi ko immigration na ebi ko prisons eti by the end of 4 years no Kwame eno no enye artificial unemployment rate akwa baby ebeye number real because yetumi de nyuma real about the good system no ma afa amanfo edwuma I think say eno budget no is a great starter ye mompa say Ghana for mesremo ye ntwi ato no aban benye sika nyina ye sa ade no ye nto ne ma bebre ne ntwi ato na aban nye sika
obrempon Kwame eno budget na se de yeguso ayedi hu nkomo no amina anta me 14 bebre obeye finance minister for 6 months when adwuma sam yeguso ai when yakan yes when yakwan anhwe when yakwan anhwe documents ni nyina mu Kwame de ntia me kasa no eye se de enu a otimi nya akoduro ehwe Ghana fo nyina anim eka kire mabunu asabi wo mu ne adwuma bi ye na wo mo de omura nka akwa bet bi se ye betwa bet na ka ye nya kakra na minanta omatiti says ka we nyina na ohunu revenue ana bet tax generated ma o man Ghana na every time o mu implementing ye ana ban we gi says ka no mo expecting more it as finance minister we free so end 3 months here na utimi na gina na obeka sa asem wecha den na youth ni tie but youth ni se si Kwame enna de yo mahunu sampa and that so na gidie bi abo manim biem dia mo youth apprenticeship ye 24-hour economy enche bi ebeba ani niema bebre Kwame ehunya ne sene fata ede anidaso ne arehemu atinya ba my Ghana ewo enna budget ya Kwame eba ayenu enti mabru no ani age ɛno ne ɛhu hia ɛnyɛ deɛ minority ayɛ sɛ ɔmo de abere bi ɔmo abɛto mvuturo ɛde egu Ghana fo ani Kwame ti deɛ meka kyerɛ maburu no etie ɛna no pɛ sɛ wɔn mu ho ebisa adwuma excellence John Dramani Mahama kan ne nyinaa no wɔ ba bɛyɛ no wahyɛ aseɛ mpo de da
ma me phone na me phone line so ho na ya ma but wouldn't nkofo didi nkomo e wo mrahye bedwafie de ye me depa ye doctor ye Frank Amoakohene Ashanti regional minister e de asem no catch off
o say budget no Asante fo anya omu die wom so o say aban e de 13.85 billion e de akwa big push num big push na yera Mahama kan ya e wo manifesto num na wo mo implement no what it means is that infrastructure work be koso so wo free ha say na wo ko nsewoma me say akwa na me peso fa me first one na buofu because kwan na ye tan contractor no wonye ne tentem na kwan ni na ho because sa kwan no ka se fa so bebre e link 2 major cities e wo kroma ye kroma say enkromie no eso pa wo yinkran fi wo kumase e link yen abroche okwa car accident unta ntibi u driver from Dubai akọ Abu Dhabi ya baya kwan it was a bridge ahodo Swami interchange or specifically Swami interchange no so many ska and a big push no be boa ema wo ma ye na phase 2 okay say that restructuring intino and no and if Yankwata hospital ne temakwan install but big push ni sika no e ba be boa nti say he's really excited say budget no ready no so there wojina what is a keeper oda promo bo ne ba che obeche no sinya asam ketonto obeba bestie ama ohwe se government project na ekono yera Mahama tupe na watiem
yentie no Dr. Frank Amoakohene wabra woni wodi sankomo no sa video na ready mumye hwe se de enkomo no esikoye yenko okay as usual
okay eti Kwame sene na misika no Dr. Frank Amoakohene the way na osibu adwuma ne de mesi ye hia no Greater Accra ha omufo ni lo ne ye wan hia ya fani loan as a minister wo so we minister na regional minister your friend say Greater Accra ne Asante region na ye regions a nipa gumpa no yemfa no phone enko enenam bete say na Greater Accra regional minister ba
na cross ba so BBC ne kwan o so
when we do budget BBC ne kwan Matisa say okoto na turn na wo na say to dey say na wa plan that so why did she accept say obafia but me catch no e say otume yire ne ho yere John Dramani Mahama e kasa ye pe mama ba enye ma by numbers e ma by substance so ati asem eti ye de wa ka ho no a wo yo ba no e say otim ma enim Professor na Jero Poko Ajima ye boni di se wani meta obaye no eniema wo ye ne ye ma ye hu se e ma no so ye de mo ka ho amuso butumi ye bi e ma ni ye eti empem ho ba kasa ne central for be kasa he edwuma na ye no ye John Dramani Mahama onim ne enti asese obaye na Felix Kwatwofo so akwa gina ho na wo brief press because Ghanaians must see what is happening on the ground
and the only way you say daily day basis no will be kept informed
good so no de obekọ bunim se obekọ to na nke nu kwa se oje yeyi de ehwe nim se obeba oba me so more questions
if you
street light bebre enye adwuma exenka by now coordinators no ya fra mo ya mafiat mo come warehouses street light e wo no mo take inventory e ya dodo sen mo areas no be mo konkoye needs assessment mo konkoye assess say street light ni nye adwuma tema motorway e for under hwan eyi Mahama road e for under which district and as which municipality kese sabe sa ande ma no simple enye simple sa de but we e panyin so wo to we ni kwa na o ka say mo ko no warehouse street light wo nyina ye start na ye mfa nya adwuma ebe ye adwuma it I think say minister so obo no ho so pa sa man for tenenka si ama for betenenka no ebi ni senka wo mra metena he
o se fia do obeba nti ye mfa ncha
o so mra na wo mra meka de waye na man for hu ye ba ma ka na for speed
if you are better
it is our convoy no man say so go speed
na te de o ka no unfortunately ebre no aswa no ka na ka me pesa man for bem na ye to mo ka wo ye budget no ho but
Ghana for extra more time
nya so budget no nya one day ni adidi hu komo
enkura bata ne do so nti Kwame ma yenyi ni mako te say na ya ka adwuma ho asem mo kira
relax
about my court say be
honorable Samsi ahi be ba kira
ayo
okay I show you
ayo and they say no it was kira trade and